had some last minute things I had to get done. And when I put some stuff on these different forum sites, it kind of blew up, which means I have a lot of people conversation back to me about my theory on black technology versus gray and white screens. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC with gunmetal crystal edge technology screens, and our new company under FLE-VT technology, which we're showing off that new Infinity. Real quick, the Infinity 7 technology is not going to be available on the Black Series site. It's not going to be available on the Crystal Edge site. We're building a special website. So we're building a FLE website especially for that technology and the technology coming out. And later on, we'll show you, or basically, I guess we'll review or whatever, what the FLE actually stands for, because it actually stands for something. It's not just FLE, it's an abbreviation of what the company's called, but it actually stands for something, which I find people who try to mimic the FLE technology. What does the FLE stand for, since you know our stuff so well, but they don't know what it stands for. All right, so since I've been in the forum sites, I've been having endless conversations about white and gray screens. These people are really bent on these white screens. I swear at the end of the day, people are really obsessed with these white screens. I was on 8 different forum sites a day. Right now I'm going to talk to somebody and he's saying, well, you got to be increasing the contrast levels on your projector. No, our projector has a 3001 contrast. This is the reason why I don't use these huge, massive projectors that have these insane amount of contrast attached to them, because that's the first thing people will say is, oh, you have a ton of contrast attached to your screen. That's the reason why. Now, our projectors are cheap. Some of the models of the projectors we're using, they're over there scratching their head. I'm getting nothing but wow emojis and question marks, like how the freak is that possible? Yeah, my projector is far older than your projector. So the fact that I'm getting an image on an old model projector that your newer projector that you're showing off on the forum site can't see and can't pick up. That's the first thing that came up. Someone's like, oh, you got to be using some high-end, expensive projector. Well, this is my projector. Right? This is my model number. What's your model number? Your projector. How much you pay for yours? That's the conversation we had in there a few minutes ago. And the guy was like, wait a minute, what? I said, yeah, my projectors are a 3001 contrast. Your projector's way beyond mine in technology. So how is it that my screen looks like this and yours looks like that? There we go, waking it up. This is the reason why when we go to forum sites, we get banned right from the door, because due to the fact they can't accept the reality. Your gray and white screen doesn't read. You know what kind of projector we're sitting on right now? We're sitting on an ultra short though right now. I got a Sony ultra short though right underneath this camera at 3000 lumens, 720p, right smack on top of the screen. And guess what? Gray or white can't read it, can't pick it up. There's my Sony right there. So guess what? Your P2s, your Samsungs, your LGs, all of them, they don't read at all. That's a demonstration I did. I went to an ultra short throw room where they were talking about all ultra short throw projectors and different screens. And if you ever talking about how they spend all this money for the expensive screens, screens are gray and white screens. They spent all this money for these screens, and they're getting this high quality picture quality and all. Like, no, you're not. You're not getting jack at the end of the day. You're not picking up anything. And this is the reason why I do a lot of demonstrations on certified, because when we go in those rooms too, there are people that pop like, well, I got this screen and I got this one. Well, you know, it's funny. We tested that one too, and that one, and this one, and that one. Tell me what you got. Tell me we tested it. This is why when I tell you that for people who are upset with us about our products who don't do testing, you can't go in those areas. They would kill you in there. You go in there, they would tear you apart in there. People know what they're talking about in there. You can't feed them no range gain nonsense in there. They're not hearing that crap at the end of the day. You have to know exactly what you are talking about before you enter any one of those little chat rooms in there that they're in there talking about their products. Because these people at the end of the day, they know their products. They do. They research their projectors. They know their equipment. They're well knowledgeable. You can't go in there and pull that nonsense in there with them. They'll basically call bull on you in a hot second. That's why we never see him in there. I never see Jamie in there. I never see Rogers in there. Never see y'all in there. None of y'all in there. We're in there all the time. So right now, the debate we're having there right now is now they're baffled. They're in there scratching their heads trying to figure out what the freak they're looking at. Got these people in there with these expensive JVCs and Samsungs and Epsons, you name it, they're in there. Saw a couple of P2s in there floating around there, people showing up their P2s and stuff like that. Every single one of them. Look at the contrast levels. We're in dark environments. Your ultra short throw doesn't pick up, it doesn't read on a gray and white screen. When they sit there and tell you that with a gray and white screen paint, and I've seen white screen paints, trust me, and they sit there and say, oh, it's 4K compatible. No, it's not 4K compatible. Technically, 4K is not supposed to be used on lighter screens. It was designed for much darker screens. You look it up, you'll find out. Now, you see that black level that's popping up? That's the Infinity One. That's what you have to be able to read. I don't know how it started and who started it, but for some reason, people want to exclude the color black like it's not needed, but it's needed. We don't need it, but we need it. I guess a shade of gray is acceptable. No, you either pick up black or you don't pick up black. That's how it works if you're making those statements. That's why the Infinity 7 is going to challenge the certified screens in court, because that screen is designed to pull this ultra insane black level, and it's going to go against the certifieds. So when we go to court and we say, look, you don't have a right to make this statement, you should never be saying your screen pulls black, because it doesn't. That's what that technology is going to be engineered to do. But meanwhile, getting back to our FLE technology that reads also to Infinity Black level, guess what? You don't pick it up. You're going to get if you have to go out, this projector has a 3,000:1 contrast to it. As I told you before, when I saw the IWA projector with Valve projector with 3,000:1, that's a joke. That projector is a 2011 model. How does a 2011 model and a 23, what projector went 23 or something like that, 23, 22, whatever, model projector has a 3,000:1 contrast? That's the first red flag. You should have picked up on right there from the door. 3,000 ain't jack at all, period. Projectors in 2011, 2010, 2012, they had 3,000:1. That was big then, not big now. So this projector has a 3,000:1 contrast. So if you're thinking that, and I talked to a guy who said, well, you know, I can easily fix that. I'll just go out and get a projector with a higher contrast. Well, let me ask you a question. How much is that going to cost you compared to what I'm paying right now? It's going to cost you more money. All right, then. And guess what? You still can't get it at all, period. You want to test that theory? Take your projector, turn on all your lights, lighten up that environment. Go in there, take this Starfield link right here, put it up on your screen, and see if you read that contrast level. Anything black, you can throw it up there. Doesn't make a difference. Anything black reads an Infinity One. Just throw it up there. Can't read it, can you? No, you can't, because your screen can't register. So if you can't register black, guess what? You can't register. You can't read color. Color won't work either. You need color to see in the black, you have to have color. And that's what I liked about the guy from OLED. Sat there and said it crystal clear and perfectly. In the black, you see true color. "4K is no screensavers." Now, like I said, this frustrates some people. It frustrates them, but it's true. You don't read a contrast level. Now, we can pick up a white level. We can read it. We can read a white level. As high as a white screen? No. As high as a gray screen? Actually, yeah, we have some technology that can read next to white levels next to gray screens. But as high as a white screen, you would have never heard me come on YouTube and say, hey, our products basically read the same level as a white screen. We never said that at all. We said there's a sacrifice in there. We just can't have this product go too dark, like we show you with the scarf and fabrics and stuff and paints. We don't want it to become that dark because it becomes unwatchable. But it still has to read. And the white levels are extremely important because without it on the black technology, there is going to be an extremely difficult time trying to get the screen to read proper colors. Let's go over here and let's get LG Jazz demonstration. Now, as you can see, we're not in a super dark environment. My projector is sitting right on top of the screen. I am using ultra sure throw. I'm using my Sony at 720p projector. So that means that my customers don't have to spend a lot of money for a projector in order to get the image to work right, where if you're using a gray or white screen, your screen is going to suffer. So when you have people up there with gray and white screen paints, even gunmetal, and they're sitting there telling you that you're going to get an Infinity you're not picking it up. You're not picking up anything. Not next to our technology. When the Imperial launches, you will see the difference between an Imperial technology and gunmetal. Next to the Imperial, the other certified screens don't even have gunmetal capabilities. That's how powerful the Imperial is going to be. It can literally turn a gunmetal screen almost near white because we have heightener technology and other stuff we designed. We did this already. I've literally done this. I designed a gunmetal strictly to knock out other gunmetals, and I use the very same gunmetal for our black technology to take it out. So when people ask us what's the best technology we make, it's black. Black is the best technology we make. We can make gunmetal, we can make gold screens, different color screens. It really doesn't make a difference what we make at the end of the day. The black technology is the most advanced. So no, your ultra short throw projectors right now on YouTube, they don't work. You got it on a gray or white screen, this is what you're really picking up. You see the white levels on this side, white screen on this side, and gray on this side. That's what you're actually reading. As again, some people really have an extremely hard time accepting change. Some people don't. So all this time, I'm sitting there having this conversation on these forum sites, and they're telling me that I have done it wrong. No, you guys have done it wrong. Y'all spent all this time convincing people that gray and white screens actually read a contrast level, and you were doing it wrong the entire time. You don't pick up, you don't see. Now, when I go on site this summer, because like I said, I'm going to have bigger audience, more people. I'm going to be collecting tons of investors and contracts along the way. This is what we're going to be showing off. This is when we go to our expos, whenever our projector's set up and all that, and you will see that the screens are not registering. They don't pick up, they don't see. So all this time, when everybody's been talking on these forum sites that white and gray screens bring up better color, you had it wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. Trust me, I did it myself. I made gray screen paint when I first started off. I believed at the end of the day that the gray screen had amazing capabilities and could do this and do that. Until I saw Diamond's technology, and I saw at the end of the day that they had it right and I had it wrong. Well, nah. At the time, we were blessed to have that technology. We were doing it right. But change came. When I saw their technology at the end of the day, it was time to convert to new technology. And God already had it set up for us. Not only were we able to basically design amazing gunmetal technology under the D4K, D5K, and D6K technology, but we were also able to develop black technology, which is much more advanced. If God's going to bless you, he's going to bless you big time. Let's finish this right here. So yeah, we're on our Sony Ultra Short Throw projector, 720p projector. I paid $300 for this model right here. That's basically about it. I can take the projector and I can literally kiss the screen with it and it still can't read. As I told you before, for 4,000 lumen venue projector, it's not going to read on your screen. Guess what else it's not going to read? Let me see. Let's go to some of that visual liquid art, copyright free. So yep, I got people in the forum sites right now, super frustrated, upset. I got you right on top of the screen, might as well. Super frustrated, upset, and some are angry. But again, telling me that my product doesn't be able to produce high enough white levels. I'm showing demonstrations on snowstorms, test demonstrations. This is why it's important to have your product tested. I can go to any one of my picture collections. I can go and pull out my demonstrations. I can show customers outside with the technology, using it with no problem whatsoever. We can back our products up. That's what you have to do. When you go to those forum sites like that, they are expecting for you not to know what you're talking about. And you have to know what you're talking about when you walk into those environments, because you can't feed those people anything because they know. And like fooling some people on YouTube, figuring you could trick somebody and get them to believe in something that doesn't exist and talk a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. You can't do that in there. You have to know what you're talking about. You have to be an expert in your field. Coca-Cola, LG, canceled. Coca-Cola OLED demonstration. So what we learned here today is that gray and white screens do not work on ultra short throw. All you people out there with ultra short throw projectors using gray and white screens, it doesn't work. My customer with an Epson LX800 projector, this is the screen he bought, is from Epson. It's not one of them knockoffs, it's an actual certified Epson screen. And half of that thing on the wall, as you can see, the screen wasn't pulling up. Because gray and white screens don't read. That's why I find it very interesting when I watch companies come up with these screens and to be gray and white. Like, you know that's not going to read, right? That's not even going to pick up at all, period. Your screen can't read it. I don't care what you have in your projector. And that's the sad thing about it, is the reason why they keep making these screens is because they depend on the projector to fix the problems. And the projector can't fix the problem because the projector can't see. Your projector is blind. Can't read it. And that's why I think bigger impact has to show you on ultra short throw also too. Now again, for Mr. Rogers, your product doesn't even work on an ultra short throw, does it? Ours does. Ours can work through this inside and outside. As a matter of fact, that black surface over back behind it was outside on ultra short throw. Ultra short throw is one of the top selling projectors. Even now, they're starting to make venue versions of it. They got venue versions of ultra short throw. These ones you have to basically put the lenses in. They're much more expensive, but they're already starting to make them already with the lenses already in them because they're needed. So if your technology or your product or whatever it is doesn't work with it, guess what? You have an obsolete product right there from the door. No one's going to switch over to a gray paint because it's ultra short throw compatible. Because if you switch over to a gray paint, guess what? It no longer becomes ultra short throw compatible because it can't read. So all those ultra short throw screens, I tested them all. Yep, the lead screen, ceiling light rejection, we had them all over here. I had ultra short throws by Vivistorm, we had them all over here. They don't work. The contrast level won't pick up. So the entire time you're sitting home with your ultra short throw projector on a gray and white screen, or even when it certifies, you got to wash that image the entire time. When my customers walk into your environment, the first thing I do is they're going to turn around about face and walk out the door and tell me, your screen's washed out. Now, not only will I be challenging these certified screens on the Infinity 7, but also too, any of you gray paints out there, any of you white paints out there, as you're making these statements that you pull this black level, guess what? We'll see you in court. You can't make that statement. You don't have the right. Trying to make it look like everybody has that capability, and you don't. That's what we're going to be fighting in court. You don't. Only certain people have a right to make that statement. So if other people came out with black technology besides me, guess what? They're going to argue that case also. How are you calling yourself infinity contrast? Where does that come up from? Your screen's gray. How are you reading that at the end of the day? There you go. You can't read it. Couldn't imagine using this stuff, man. Well, first, before they take it to court, they're saying you're creasing the cease order from an attorney telling you that you can't actually say it anymore. You can't mention it, you can't say it, unless you actually can show proof that you can actually do this. Just like they did, Epson did Valva. They took him to court. I'm pretty sure they had little conversations back and forth like, look, buddy, you can't do this. You know, you don't have 6,000 lumens on your projector. Can you show us some specifications showing proof that this is actually a true theory? And I'm pretty sure they gave him a bunch of mumbo jumbo. And Epson, being the experts that they are in the field, can smell mumbo jumbo when they see it. And that's why they ended up in court. And they lost because they couldn't back up the theory. I don't even know why they even let it go that far. Like if Valve knew from the door that they didn't have the capability, why play games with somebody who knows? You know what it is? It's that pride level. That's what it is. They went and they advertised and built this huge platform for this product that wasn't true. Danny, Jamie, this huge, massive platform for a product that wasn't true. Kickstarter programs, freaking Facebook sites and all over the place. And they got them probably investors and stuff believing in this nonsense. and then find out it's not true. They're 25 to 1800. That's what they run. They don't even kick 3000. Yeah. So someone's going to call you out on it. They're probably hoping no one's going to call them out on it. Yeah, no one's going to call you out on it. So, end of the year, we're giving anyone who's making the claim about the Infinity One contract, it's going to be a busy end of the year. If you are making these statements that you basically pull this 100% black level, you need to change it to gray. Because if not, we'll wait till you don't get a letter from us. And the letter's going to state that basically you're being challenged. You don't have that right. Now, for people saying, oh, it's wrong, no, I'm actually making the pathway for black technology, for the new era of new technology. That's what I'm doing. So if anyone else comes behind me and they have that black capability, that technology at the end of the day, guess what? We've already made the pavement for them to be able to have to recognize that they're the only ones that have a right to have that say that they have the Infinity One. That's why. Because I welcome anyone that is going to take the adventure of developing black technology. I can see all the work I have to do now from basically going to the different forum site. And people in there are just so bent on these gray and white screens. You guys are showing these screens in these really dark environments, and I can see from there your colors are completely washed out. $8K desired nature. See, this is a demonstration you can't even go near. It's a basic, easy demonstration. It's a black level. 8K desired nature. Let's see what she's doing here. 8K desired nature. Yeah, we had to fight for that one because it sounds like AK. They keep giving me the assault rifle. That's why. You should be able to do this. If you can't do this on your ultra short throw projector in a fully lit environment, you can't show this at the end of the day. Your screen's messed up. It's not working. Your projector's fine as long as you're not using a knockoff because we don't support them. But or unnamed brand, whatever you want to call it. But if you can't do this, your screen's washed out. Oh, let's grab some over here. Someone did this on an ultra short throw projector in an ultra dark environment. I could bounce this thing off a ceiling if I want, which I've already done. I can just get around this. Let's go right back in here, grab that. There we go. Oh man, I tell you, so many people believe in that nonsense. If you have a white screen, you pick up brighter colors, that the contrast levels on your projector is going to fix your contrast issues. No, it's not. Ain't going to fix it at all. That was the case. Everyone we saw with the 2 million to 1 P2, we just saw them in a fully lit environment displaying contrast levels like crazy. Every single person was in a dark environment with it. Now, can the P2 projector see a contrast level? Yeah, it can. You don't even need to turn it off. Under our technology, under everybody else's, you're going to have it on. You're going to be in a dark environment because your screen's going to wash out. Starfield screensaver. That's what I tell them to do. On their 40,000. I saw somebody even in there with a Chrissy ultra short throw. How high top tiers are Chrissy's? A Chrissy ultra short throw, I would say roughly around 2012 model, cost you $3,500. It costs more than the P2s, way more than that. The $3,500 used. This is used 1080p. You get 4K for that price. That's because it's a top tier projector. You want a 4K version? I hope you got $80,000, $90,000 laying around, maybe $100,000. Because that's what they run for. No more than that. I've seen them as worse as almost $500,000 for a projector. All that power, and they're still on a white screen. Ooh. So you're not picking that up. Let's see. LG Beta Fish. We can get some of these. Which one? Fish. Show me some of these. Now, I look at it this way. When we get near the end of 2023, and we still have individuals out there that are still talking nonsense at the end of the day, those individuals will be taken care of and done. We don't worry about them. They're already taken care of. But other individuals that want to challenge black technology, I'll challenge you in court. All of you. I have no problem with that. We can go to court and you can challenge your theory. We challenge you at the end of the day and say, hey, look, your product doesn't do such and such and so, you're going to have to back this up. Because again, like I said, it's fraud. You can't go put fake specifications on your product. Now, if you say it has fair contrast, it picks up a medium gray level, because again, darkest gray level is going to be basically gunmetal. They have that right there from the door. You're going to have to prove all that. Especially if you have a darker product or darker screen paint, you're going to have white level tests. And I mean a lot of white level tests to show that at the end of the day, your screen's not coming up too dirty. It's not dropping below a certain level of the brightness point. You're going to have to do this on low lumen projectors, because again, doing it on an ultra short though projector is not really testing. Your projector's sitting way too close to the screen, as we're doing right now. But you're going to have a lot more testing. And we are going to start questioning people's products to see if they're properly testing. And yes, I am definitely going to see who I got to talk to push a batch number. That's why all products must bear a batch number. It's very important. And the perfect person to basically push that campaign is Mr. Fernando, because Mr. Fernando came on a YouTube channel and he's being charged for fraud. His company's being charged for fraud because he went on a YouTube channel. He had a product, well, he still has a product. He's still trying to market and trying to sell this product. And he matched the house paint, clearly. Didn't remove the product, didn't give anyone refunds, none of that whatsoever. Just continued to sell this product as if it never even happened. And this right here is clearly fraud. So that's the reason why batch numbers must be required. And testing. Lots and lots of testing. Now, as for ultra short throw compatible, yeah, definitely ultra short throw compatible. All our technology is ultra short throw compatible. Why? Because I own ultra short throws. They have to work. I use ultra short throws a lot. And I see so far, since I went on there and crumbled up that piece of cardboard really, really good on camera, we got a lot of people sending me some emails changing their opinions. Yeah, because that'll cost you 12 grand in court. We test everything. Please do not take me as one of these screen paint makers at the end of the day that cut corners and don't do tests. At the end of the day, you will be sadly mistaken. You really would. I run tests. Our products are tested. And we sent you the block of ice, which is one of our other amazing demonstrations of freezing the screen into a block of ice and pulling it apart on camera. Yeah, we back our stuff up 100%. I think the problem is I get some customers that come in and they really don't read through our specifications. They don't read through all the testing that we do. They really don't do a thorough background check on who we're about. And they pretty much put us in the same category as everybody else until we come in and start slamming them with all these freaking demonstrations and tests and customers and all this stuff. And then basically it becomes overwhelming to them that we can back this stuff up 100% by saying, ship it back. Because we're going to court. Your product has a batch number. That's the reason why we take the time to do all this work, to make sure your product works. Batch number is a guaranteed product. Now, I don't mind working with you. If you decide that the black technology is not to your liking right now and you want something a little bit lighter, we got gunmetal technology. I'll take care of you on that. I'll ship that over to you. I'll help you out. But you try to rip me off and make me look bad, I'll see you in court. It's only fair. And for anybody else at the end of the day says, no, you're being an unreasonable person, you work hard. You build something from the ground up and have somebody try to tear it away from you. This is my baby at the end of the day. My kid at the end of the day. Sorry, Taco. My bad. What the freak you talking about? What? I'm going to get my soul. You're going to get me killed. Anyway. But yeah, this is my baby. I built it. I was blessed to have this. My blessing is my baby. You're going to defend it at all costs. So not only that, now we're going to go over and beyond. I'm going to start challenging other people's products. I sat there, mind my own business, built and designed my technology, and everybody wants to come against me, but now it's my turn to come against you. So what we're going to do is we can go through your pages. I'll have my attorney do it because I'm not wasting the time. Let him do it. That's what he gets paid for. And let's see what you're saying about your product. Can you back it up? Because if you mention anything in there saying that you pull a black level, we'll see you in court. Or send you a cease and desist order telling you to remove it. You don't have a right to say it. That'll be for us, or anybody beyond me that will have that technology has that right. Oh my goodness, the reality. Don't want to accept the black technology. You have to accept it. You don't have a choice. Where else are you going to go? Honestly, I'm just being truthful with you. Where else are you going to go? You can sit there and say, oh, we won't buy. I got hundreds and thousands of people will buy my technology. We jump offline. Basically, we start opening up stores. Oh, this stuff blows up pretty quick. Right now, I'm on a camera speaking to people on YouTube. You ever seen what the reaction we get on this stuff when we're on site? It's crazy. Maybe walk over to it, they touch it. I got people that lean up against the wall and stare at it. I get that 100,000 times. Can I touch it? Can I touch your wall? Can I touch your wall? So imagine the facility that we're going to have where people can come in and sit in an everyday surrounding environment. All the lights on. People are used to being, when you talk about projectors to them, the first thing they say is, well, the screen's washed out. Doesn't even pick up proper color. I mean, I have to spend money for this very expensive projector. I don't even know how to calibrate. It's a whole lot of stuff they don't want to be bothered with. They'd rather just get a TV. TV, open up out of the box, stick it on your mantelpiece. You're done. That's it. They don't want to go through all the headache with it. Some people consider projectors headaches. Because look at all the stuff they read online. And then they bump into these gunmetal heavy screens, a $4,000 or $5,000 screen. That definitely turns them off. But gee whiz, that's solid what those screens cost. Those things are expensive. They're too much money. Yeah. But we come up. We can do the same thing TVs can do. We can operate in fully lit environments. Our projectors react just like TVs at the end of the day. It's not hard to paint in at all, period. Very easy to do. Your kids can literally paint that screen while you sit there and watch them or read a book, whatever. Very easy to do. That projector's not calibrated. None of my machines are calibrated. I just turn it on, stick it in front of the screen, and I'm done. And you know why I can say that? Because I've done tons of unboxings on projectors. They come right to the door, we cut them open, drop them on a table, turn them on, and boom, that's it. I've done dozens of them. So no calibrating, none of that setting nonsense. Matter of fact, this projector's sitting in Eco Mode 2 right now. Did you know that? Yeah, it's in Eco Mode 2 right now. So when we explain to customers that we have a black screen paint, that's the first thing that sparks their interest. It's what? It's black, because they're not used to seeing black screens. You have any idea how much of this stuff it's going to take off when we show demonstrations and parking lots of a black inflatable screen that looks just like a TV? You can look at your cell phone, it looks the same as the screen. Yeah, technology is going to blow up. I have big plans in 2024. I'm going to make a ton of money. I got investors already lined up to get their hands on this technology, because anyone who invests in the technology is going to become extremely rich. And for those who think at the end of the day, oh, it's all about the money. No, it's not about the money. The more money I accumulate, the more money that I make at the end of the day, the more money that I get to give away to charity. I got purpose for what I want to do with my money. It's not about flossing, driving around in fancy cars and all that stuff. I don't want that stuff in the day. I'm going to build myself a nice little community of small houses for people who cannot afford affordable housing. Rent's way too high at the end of the day. They don't want to give people breaks. They want to charge them for anything they want to charge them, give them all kinds of hidden fees. I went through that myself. Apartment that I rented from. I never went through that with a house. Never. Any house I ever rented, I never went through that crap. Apartments, freaking nightmares. They charge you for anything and everything in those places. It is freaking insane. House, you don't go through that bull crap in a house. You get a house. The only thing, mainly, if you're responsible for, sometimes, most you're responsible in a house is basically anything outside or inside. That's it. Pretty much they got their own people to work on the house anyway. But anything for like snow removal and leaves and all that stuff, that's you at the end of the day. Now, if a tree got to come down, that's them. I've been through all this. Every house I've rented to, I've never had that problem. But apartments, on the other hand, they have all these freaking hidden little fees that they pop up in there. If you're late on rent for a house, guess what? They don't even charge you for that. At all, period. A couple of days? No, they don't charge you for that crap at all. I've never had that problem. Never. Apartment, on the other hand, whoa, you got to be kidding me. These little fees will pop up saying, hey, you owe us $25 a day, Or after a 5-day period, it was $25 a day, it was $60 a day, and then you go in and they stack all these little hidden charges in there, all kinds of nonsense. I'm gonna tell you how one of the things I learned when I lived in that apartment is that that place was designed to try to destroy your credit. That's what it's designed. You come in with a good credit score, they try to wreck it for you. They try to destroy your credit. So when you leave from there, you don't have anything. Or try to hit you with an eviction so that way your credit is damaged. Try to do that to you. So when I went there, they tried to take me to court twice. I paid my bill the first time. I paid it the second time. They tried to get me on some hidden fee nonsense at the end of the day. I'm looking through it. My family's looking through this and nonsense. A bunch of nonsense they're trying to hit you with. Try to take me to court. This is how amazing God is. You're not wrecking my credit at the end of the day. So the first time, they don't even show up. Not even there. I'm sitting there looking at the judge, just looking back at me. Say, you know what, Mr. Bird? You can go. Go. Everything's wiped clean. You don't owe jack. I left. I went downtown, got myself a pizza, me and my sister, and chilled. A couple months later, they came back and tried to hit me again with some dumb nonsense and try to hit me with the same court fees. Now, when you lose a case or you don't show up, you're not responsible for any court fees. That goes back to the people who basically initially filed. They have to pay those court fees, not you. They stacked them court fees on there anyway. Anyway, I'll show you the bill. They stacked it on there anyway. They weren't supposed to do that. That's how I knew they were doing some dirty stuff. So we go back in again. This time they moved their office. They're 4 blocks away from the official building itself for court. Guess what? They don't show up at all. That's how good God is, because they can't show up. They're not going to be there because God knew what their intentions were. Their intentions were evil against me, and God took care of that. So not only was I able to leave that building at the end of the day, but my credit score is still 800. They couldn't damage it. Ain't God good? Isn't he amazing at the end of the day? Yep. And the judge was so mad because judges do not like it when you show up late. They can't stand it when you show up late. So mad that she said, Mr. Bird, I don't want to see you in here and I don't have to see you in here anymore. And I said, bye. That was it. 4 blocks away. I didn't realize they were that close. When I went down to drop down the rest of my remaining deposit before I was leaving, I basically said, wait a minute, you're here? They were there? They were that close to the courthouse and they didn't show up? That shows you how amazing God is. God's not going to allow bad things happen to you when you serve him. They didn't even show up. Nope. And I left out of there with a ton of evidence. A ton of evidence. I documented that entire place from up to the up floor. Y'all went all the way to the top floor, down to the basement, laundry room, storage room. I documented everything. Now, if I wanted to, I can make a phone call right now. I can have their place shut down. Now, would that be wrong? Yes, it would be. Because you know why? You got families that are living there. But the jacked up thing about these places, that they have a lot of people in there that don't have paperwork like that. And that's the messed up thing about it. Instead of helping these people out and helping them get on their feet, you know what I mean? That's what you should be doing. They take advantage of them because they figure they have no other place to go. And they're just going to rip them off. And they're going to charge them whatever fees they want to charge them with. And when they feel that they can't get enough money out of them, they just take them to court, stack up the bill on them, and wreck their credit on the way out to destroy any possibility of them basically being able to get a home for their families. That's messed up. But things have a way of evening themselves out. So as I start to climb this ladder of things I want to do at the end of the day, I will be in contact with them again. I will be visiting them again. Business-wise, but in a way they won't like. So as I build my empire starts to grow, and I get a little bit more known in Allentown about who I am as a high representative of basically fund half of these buildings down here with this amazing technology, I will be seeing them again. But this time it'll be different. Gee, Louise, I swear. People at the end of the day. I always say at the end of the day, be careful how you treat people at the end of the day. You never know what they can grow to be. You never know what can happen next. Don't do that, ever. Always treat everybody with respect. But they'll see me again. I'm definitely going to make sure they can see me again. This time it'll be different. My lawyers and all that stuff will be there. I have enough evidence on them to basically prosecute them for a long time for some things they were doing and the building should have been doing. That building is not up to code. And I took all that evidence with me. And I sent them the evidence and a nice long detailed letter on why. And that's why the reason why they don't track me down, they don't pursue me at the end of the day, or don't even talk to me at the end of the day, because they want nothing to do with me at all. Because of what I have on them. That's why I said when you move into a place, you start seeing some weird stuff going on, record everything, document everything. Just remind you, these places have very good lawyers. At the end of the day, it's your word against them. Got to have something to level things off. I'm glad I documented. Man, I had never seen anything like that before. I'm going to tell you something, man. I worked in construction before, man. I was like, gee whiz, are we kidding me? See, the problem is when people walk into places, and I've done it too, you have to really look through stuff. You have to. Because then you get the call the Where's Waldo effect. The Where's Waldo effect is where you look at something, but you don't actually see it until you really, really look at it, and then you see it. Like, I discovered that they had circle outlets. You know what circle outlets, when you have them in your house and they actually protrude outside the baseboard where the wire is connected to the circle outlets and they travel on the baseboard? They've been there since the 1920s, which means those are old outlets. They're not designed to handle the wattage that you have now. Like most outlets can handle around like 1800 watts. They're not designed to handle that at the end of the day because they're not grounded, especially they're not grounded. Anything with two prongs outlets, they're not grounded outlets. You're literally supposed to have breakers and breaker outlets in your kitchen. You're supposed to have them in your bathroom. As a matter of fact, you should have them throughout the entire unit. You should have them in there. Any outlets that you have for washers and dryers, especially refrigerators, microwaves, conventional ovens, all that stuff, they're supposed to be heavy-duty outlets. Man, no, not in that place. They had a regular two-prong outlet that wasn't even grounded with a three-prong adapter for the refrigerator. Very, very dangerous. Potential fire hazard. Sheesh. And then you have outside boxes exposed, wires arcing in the basement. Yeah, that's some stuff right there to watch. Oh, my goodness, I swear. So the last couple I saw when I was leaving out of there, they're a nice Spanish couple. And he was telling me how they did show up for a court for them, and they stacked their bill. Their bill was crazy. No way in the world they could have accumulated that. That's impossible. I was there longer than them, and they gave them an option of whether they could basically just pay the bill or basically just leave. They leave. They put that eviction notice on them. They give them that crap at the end of the day. And then knowing that they probably don't have, proper paperwork or whatever it may be at the end of the day, chances of them going to court and taking them to court with a lawyer and all that, not going to happen. Me, on the other hand, that definitely will happen. I've had arguments with them when I was in there a few times about something, so we can take it to court. I ain't got no problem with that. Thing about it is when you move into places like that, if you act like you need the place, they're going to treat you like trash. That's what's going to come down to. At the end of the day, if you really don't care, like, look, man, I'll just leave if I just want to. At the end of the day, I just don't care. Bottom line is, who cares at the end of the day? I make my own money, I'm good. Yeah, then it's a different story. Fire extinguishers in there from 1989. 1989. A fire extinguisher from 1989. Fire extinguishers have to be updated every 12 years. Now, I'm talking to him about this stuff. I'm talking to the maintenance guy. Maintenance guy was pretty cool. I liked him. He was a cool dude. Me and him talked quite a bit. But when I was talking to him about it, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I can tell from the fact the way your ceilings run even, that the infrastructure in your ceiling is basically cracked beyond belief, and that you guys, when you see those little markings that are coming up on your ceiling, like a little Pac-Man track, that's because they're going there and they're just pasting the ceiling. They're just basically pasting over the cracks, repasting over the cracks, repasting over the cracks. You're adding weight to your ceiling. That thing's going to cave in on you. Gee whiz. But anyway, you don't care about that. I got my nice little house. Person that I rent for is a cool guy at the end of the day. Real nice guy at the end of the day. And he's cool. I like him. As a matter of fact, show my appreciation, I put a new oven in there for him. Didn't need one in there, but I put it in there anyway. I wanted an all black one. Actually, I redid his kitchen. I put in all new cabinets, put in a washer and dryer, garbage disposer, and hooked them up. And he said, take it out of your rent. And I said, nope. I said, I'm going to leave it. When I leave, it's staying here. Make a little more money. Upgraded this property for him. Because he was a nice person. Treat people with respect. You'd be surprised how you treat it in the end. Yep. He says call for no maintenance. None. I pay for all that. Anything roof. The place is practically brand new. But anything that he needs, just like the other place I was living at, maintenance hardly ever came in that place. I paid for everything in there. If any yard work, I paid for people to do the yard work and snow removal and all that stuff. I paid for all that stuff. electricity and all that stuff that needed to be done. I needed some outlets. Matter of fact, the lamp in the front, the light in the front, I needed it removed because when the projector, I set it up, was hitting the light, and the light was actually reflecting the lamp because I enlarged the screen in the room. And they said, well, we can get electrician. No, I'll take care of it. I got electrician to take care of it myself. Any plumbing, all that, and took care of it. Replaced all the faucets in there because I went the cold faucets. I went the real nice ones. I ordered those. I put those in. Put a lot of upgrades in there, and I left. Let them keep it. Sometimes when I leave out, they can have the security deposit. I don't want it. Most places don't even touch security deposit. We don't need it. One of the things I learned when I move, I don't count on the security deposit because you never know exactly what you're dealing with. So I don't count it. So I have my own money already made. So that's why I'm able to move from a house and move to another one because I already got my security deposit already set up, already ready. Got a banking account, so dropping money to that to the side. So I already got my $6,400, whatever I need to cover that and a little bit more just in case. I like to pay 5 months in advance. So that way, if I fall behind or if I come short, my business slows up, I'm covered. Learn all that stuff at the end of the day. Learn how to do it. Drop deep freezers in your refrigerator. Stack up on meat, all that stuff like that, because you never know. When you have a business, sometimes your business is not going to run peaches and cream 24/7. You're going to have slowdowns. Bank your money, put it in the bank. Stock up on canned goods and stuff like that, frozen meats and stuff. Learn to make dishes, learn to make food. Don't eat fast food every single day. That'll kill your money quick. When you first start off, you don't need none of that. You first start your business off, you don't need any of that at all, period. Live like you got nothing. That's how you live. Like you got no money in your pocket. Live like you got nothing. Bank every dime you get. And then when those rough days come, you're covered. You're good to go. Now, when your business starts making money and you're good, and you're making a good amount of capital, you still, for me, at the end of the day, I'm still going to keep it below that equator. I'm just not going to, I can't be that person. I got other things to do, people. I got things to do. I do want to invest in them tiny homes. They do it right now in some states. They got tiny homes for homeless people to help them out. No one has a right to live in the street. That's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. So I got other things I'm studying. That's why this year I am going to go down and get my certification in electricity. I'm getting my certification in plumbing. I'm getting several certifications in building. I'm also going to get a certification in zoning too also. So that way if I come across a zoning and I have any problems at the end of the day, I can basically talk that language. Because I heard me talking that language, like, ooh, I like this. I want to learn this too. Because I want to know how the things you talk about at the end of the day. That way I know your rules. So I'm educating myself on that, taking all these courses up. So when I want to build my tiny little homes and do all this stuff to help other people out, and I got the dream killers that want to pop up and take it from me, I can easily come and go, no, that's not going to happen today. Because I know I know to talk your language. Yep. Because I got plans. I want to help people out. Kensington should never look that way. I've lived in Philadelphia for 14 years. I've never seen Kensington look like that. Not ever. Not ever. Not even when it was in the era like in the 60s and 70s, which I wasn't in the era at all, period. I was living in Newark, Delaware when all that was going on. Probably some other place I forgot. There's another place I grew up at. My original hometown where I grew up, but I'm not going to mention that on camera because it wasn't here. It was actually in the country. Did you know that Mr. Bird grew up in the country? Or not grew up in the country. Part of my life. A little bit of my life was spent in the country. Yeah. But anyway, while we're watching the fire and all, and this beautiful music in the background, and looking at the technology. Woo. But anyway, yeah, grew up in somewhere in a little bit in Newark, Delaware. That's basically about it right there. Lost my train of thought. I do it all the time. I'm thinking about so many things. But anyway, yeah, the tiny homes, it's needed. It's a must. You got people living on the street. You go outside right now. You get out of your comfortable bed. You can lay on the sidewalk. Drop some newspaper out there. Put a blanket over top of your body and spend the night out there. It's unbearable, right? You can never believe, we would never want to be out there, right? There's people out there doing that right now. They got no place to go, nothing to eat. That's what they're doing right now. Trying to survive. We got money for drug programs. If they don't want to go to a drug program, I can understand it. That's them at the end of the day. But you got a lot of people that sit there and want to blame all of them and say, oh, they're all like that. They all just don't want to be drug addicts and they all want to be on the street. No, a lot of them just had some bad times in life and they just ended up in that situation. They don't want to be there. And sometimes to get through the nightmare of being out there on the street, sometimes they take whatever they can to get out of that situation, to escape that reality of the life they live in by basically consuming drugs. Then they get to that point where they're in that situation. They can't get out of that. It's another nightmare they're stuck in. A lot of them people don't want to be like that. When I see those people in Kensington like that, you know what I see? I don't see drug addicts. I see little kids. I see little people, kids at the end of the day that had hopes and dreams that they were going to become somebody and do something like that. That's what I see. God's babies out there. Kensington has never been that way. At one point, Kensington used to be nothing but pornography stores and drugs. A lot of drugs have been in Kensington for a long time. And then it got cleaned up a little bit. A lot of nice stores out there. You still see a little bit of the junkies from time to time here and there. That's basically about it. But all the pornography stores and the strip clubs and all that stuff died out. They weren't there anymore. And you just had a lot of, kids going back and forth to school and just open stores and hair nail salons and, steak stores and pawn shops. That's what it was. And then all of a sudden it turned into that freaking nightmare. Which I'm telling you, at the end of the day, maybe I'm speaking off turn when I'm saying this, but it looks like a strategy from the city to pretty much take that section. Because they have the manpower. They've got the police. They got the power to clean it up. They got the power to help these people, to get them into drug programs. They have that power. Why did they let it get that bad? And if you notice, a lot of the store owners are leaving. Now, when I lived over in, behind Broad and Susquehanna. It was really bad. It was a heavy drug area, extremely heavy drug area. So was Strawberry Mansion too. It was a bad drug area too. Those areas are really, really brutal areas to live in. But anyway, those houses down there were cheap. Like you can get a house. I remember one point Mayor Good had you can get a house for $1. Look it up. You can look up a house for $1. Just claim your house. Get the number, go down to City Hall, and you can keep the house. It's yours. But you still had to clean it up, fix it up, and all that stuff. That's what came along with it. And it was a way to get a lot of the abandoned houses. At one point, Philadelphia had a lot of abandoned houses. It was a way to clean up the mess. They're trying to clean the best way they can. So they did this $1 house. Mayor Good had this thing. But still, you got it. Even though you clean the house up, you still have to deal with what's in the neighborhood that's causing the cancer in the neighborhood. You got to clean that up. And they could have done it. 15 years later, Temple comes through. They buy the entire neighborhood up. The dealers are not there anymore. You know why? Because they can't sell. If you have a high presence of police officers back and forth, now they have all these officers now in the area that were never there before, and all of a sudden the drug dealers leave. And as the drug dealers leave, guess what leaves along with it? The crackheads, the drug users, they leave too. On top of that, so then they fix the entire neighborhood up. They charge 3 times of what the rent costs. And if you live in the neighborhood and you own your property, either they're going to buy you out or they're going to force you out. There's the only 2 options going to happen. They'll go down to City Hall to see whether or not the house is yours, if it's owned by you, who actually owns the house, whatever. If you're renting the house, they'll buy out the landlord and kick the tenants out, everything you can think of. Now, when you walk through there, you need ID. Police officer can pull you over and search you because it's a high-class neighborhood now. So why does Kensington look like that? Other than some of the worst neighborhoods in Philadelphia you could possibly think of: 8th and Butler, 33rd Diamond, 5th and Allegheny, Richard Island Projects, Diamond Street Projects, Strawberry Mansion. I've been in all those different areas all through Philly. I've never seen any place look like Kensington, ever, from all the years I've lived in these violent neighborhoods. It is insane down there. They call it Zombie Land. Look, that's what it's called. And that's what I said. When I lived behind Broad and Susquehanna over there, Park Avenue. I lived over on Park Avenue for a bit. I was over Park Avenue for a couple of years. They bought everybody out in that neighborhood because they couldn't do that nonsense down there. It was a well-knit neighborhood down there. So they were giving people like 90, 60. Some people got $500,000 for their homes to get them out of there, so they can rebuild the whole entire neighborhood. Now that's why they did it in that section, and some other sections they did the same way too.
They rented out to all college kids. So they made little college kids dorms off campus so the kids can go out there and rent. But the college kids got out there and they started carrying on having parties every day and carrying out. And the police were out there and they're having problems with them. So then all these restrictions and fines started hitting the people that were renting the places out to the college kids. They were getting hit with all these fines and they got tired of it and they got rid of all the college kids now. So the college kids are gone. These are houses they're renting out to everyday people. On top of the college kids don't have money half the time. They're broke, this, that, and the other. And sometimes they got to get it from their parents. They got tired. They got rid of all of them. All those frat houses, all gone. But through all that and everything I've seen, I've never seen a place look like Kensington. Now they got New Kensington and Old Kensington. I don't know which one New Kensington's the New Kensington they fixed up. Kensington's a beautiful place. It is. Property value now, property down there is very good. You're right there. All the commute you're right down there with. You're not that far from downtown. You're not that far from Temple University. You're not that far from Girard. Girard's a big shopping area over there. You're in the right little snug area right there. And from the greater Northeast, you're not that far from there either. You got the train that runs over top. You got the L on this side. And it's got tons of transportation out there. It's a nice little spot. So why do you make it allow it to look that way? Because what's going to happen is the store owners, they're the ones that are going to cost the most money if they own their store. Say you own the store, right? It's going to cost you a lot of money to pay these people to get them to leave. So this is just a theory off the top of my head. Maybe it's because they're allowing it to get that bad because they're hoping that the store owners leave. That everybody leaves. And then once enough people have left the neighborhood, they can come in, clean it up, start a program or whatever, get these people some help and whatever's going on and clean it up and then basically rebuild the entire neighborhood and charge people a ton of money for it. And the reason why people say, oh, you're crazy about that theory? Nope, not really, to tell you the truth. Just a couple of drug programs that they have in there to help people out. The city's trying to get rid of the drug programs. They're saying the drug programs are a problem because they allow people to shoot up around the drug. That's bull crap. I've been in Philadelphia almost forever. That's not true. I've seen drug programs. They don't allow people to shoot up or anything in the facility or outside the facility, but they're making these false statements because they need them out of there. So that way they can control that whole section. About money. All comes down to money. So let's let a bunch of people suffer. Let's get them no help. Let's watch them OD and all that other nonsense at the end of the day. Do nothing about it. Just let all that nonsense go on so we can make money. And the reason why people said that, hey, that's not true. Hey, I lived in Strawberry Mansion area. I watched the neighborhood slowly deteriorate and self-destruct in front of me. I watched entire families. I've been to funerals and everything else you can name under the sun. I watched it all go down. And the city did nothing. I literally heard a police officer say that sometimes when we hear gunfire or something going off in the neighborhood, we come late. But the reason why they come late is because the reason why whatever happened is done. Whoever's been killed, whoever's been murdered has already been done. They don't want to be bothered with it. They let them handle it. That's how it's done. They wait. I already had an officer say that. We don't come in there. You crazy? No. Wait till y'all finish killing each other. Then we come through. Yep. So all that time, that neighborhood looked like that. That trashy neighborhood like that. And now you look at it, couldn't tell the difference. We built that whole neighborhood. Could have did that a long time ago. It was all about money. Where are we going to go from here? How much time did we put in? Oh, we really didn't kill an hour off yet? Yeah, I thought I killed an hour off. I was already done with the demonstration already. Yeah, when you hear me talking about other stuff, man, I've already proved my point. That's pretty much it. Let me see. OLED beta fish. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why I want to get into this. I want to get into building the tiny homes and all that stuff like that so I can help people at the end of the day. Put my own money into it. If the city wants to take their time dragging their feet, I'm going to go in and do it myself. I'd rather do it that way. I'm not going to be clean it all up. That's virtually impossible. But I'm going to try to do my best. That's why I have no interest with the technology I develop and I'm blessed to have it in the day. People think that my whole entire intention is to get rich and have big cars and expensive cars and big houses. And so what, I can floss in front of people? Man, forget that nonsense. Every time I have to get paid and I go downtown to go buy some stuff, and I was under Digital One Crystal Stream Paint. I used to always carry about $200 in my pocket, for 10s and 20s. So if I bumped into somebody on the street that had nothing to eat, I can give them something to eat. That's why I like that van life. I do like that van life. Well, I can't do it myself, but when I see people do the van life, it's interesting when a person way back then, if you lived in a van, if you lived in a car, you were shamed upon. You were this, that, and the other. But now you got people leaving their jobs. I mean, they got good jobs. They make good money. And they leaving and they doing YouTube channels on van life. You ever watched that stuff before? It's incredible. And they just travel where they want to go. And it's not no more about hardship of living in a van. People choosing to do this. They live in vans, they live in cars. You gotta watch some of these reviews when these people are. I had one guy was basically X-ray technician. There was another guy with some kind of computer IT tech, crazy jobs, marine, crazy stuff at the end of the day. And they just got tired of being tied down. They just want to do something different, go somewhere, see something different. Just tired of it all. But it used to be shunned upon if you lived in your van. Now today, people get paid off of that. They get millions and millions of views. One guy gets millions of views, gets up in the morning, basically cooks his breakfast, goes, walks over to Home Depot, picks up whatever stuff and supplies and stuff, talks about his day, what he's doing today, and does so and so. And he lives in his van. He basically travels from state to state to state. That's what he does. Makes a lot of money doing it. A lot of money. There's no bathrooms in those units. They have a shower unit. I saw the shower unit. One guy showed me the shower unit. They have it outside. But they go to the guy that does the van, does a millions of views. He has a gym membership, and he goes there and he works out and he takes his showers and all that stuff, and right there. And he does have a shower unit in his unit. He has a shower unit now. I thought that was amazing. But you got people, you got them haters out there in the day, oh, this, that, and the other. Yeah, but this guy's got millions of views. He's making money off of this. And that's what a lot of people are doing now. The one guy, the black guy, I like him. He comes on there. He's more like, his van's a little low key. He has an Astro van, more low key than the rest of them. He's a chef. And him and his cat live in this van. And travels all the different places and stuff like that. I think it's fascinating. When he first started off, he was just learning about a few things on basically how to keep warm in these places at the end of the day. Yeah. How many of y'all been camping in the snow? I have. I've been camping in the snow quite a few times. Do you know how to survive and keep warm and while you camp in the snow? A lot of people don't know how to do that. What to buy, what to get, what to use, and all that. You got to make any rocket stoves or any of that stuff like that out of wood. I know that stuff because my dad was ex-military. He did all that crazy stuff. We used to go camping all the time. His camping was a little different, like survival camping. All that stuff. That's when I laying out there in that snow. I missed that. I missed the be to go out there and camp in the snow. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find me. They got some places up in the Poconos that you can camp. I'm not doing it out here because I'll probably get in trouble. But I'm gonna find me some place up and do some snow camping. Man, I just miss that so much. Nothing like roasting marshmallows and being out there. It's beautiful. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call some family members. I've got a few family members that still do it. Or ice fishing. That freaks me out. Ice fishing freaks the daylights out of me. I'll do it. But it freaks me out. Because you're going to hear the ice cracking from time to time, but it doesn't mean you're going through it, but it freaks me out. Just to be out there in all that water, and here's on a huge thick layer of ice, but still freaks me out. Let's see what we got on here. Batman versus Superman. I remember the arguments, debates on this one was freaking through the roof. Like, really? Come on now. You think Batman is really going to be the beat Superman? Well, what have people been smoking at the end of the day? You do know Superman has X-ray vision, right? Like he can literally scan the Earth and figure out exactly. You can't be Batman all the time. You do know he's Bruce Wayne, right? So you can pretty see under that armor he has on. Avatar. Oh. No, you gotta do the trailer. I'm gonna do the trailer. Do the other one. No, play trailer. Nope. That's the rest up here. So what I tell you people at the end of the day, ultra short throws don't run on gray, don't run on white. Do some real research. Go over to the forum sites and ask them, hey, what's the best shade of color to use for 1080p and 4K projectors? I guarantee they won't say white and gray. Nope. If anything, I'm going to tell you the darker screens have it better to use. Transformer demonstrations. Wait, Will Smith is going to play Popeye? Well, I'm not going to say anything about that because you know what? He did Aladdin. He did a good job on Aladdin. I do think Robin Williams did the best. I actually saw Popeye when it came out in the movies. I tell you how old I am. When Robin Williams played, I saw the movie. I went to the movies to go see it. It was more of a kind of like a musical. They talked and sang at the same time. But yeah, I went and saw the movies. I forgot the woman's name, but the one that plays at Cheers, Diana. I think it was Diana. She played Olive Oil, and I forgot who the other guy was who played I can't think of the guy's name. Popeye's arch enemy. But anyway, yeah, that's when Popeye was played by late Robert Williams. I went to the movies to see that. I was a kid. As a matter of fact, I remember going to movies to see Friday the 13th. Was it Michael Myers? No, was it Michael Myers? It was Michael Myers, yeah. Halloween. That's what the first Halloween that came out. Went to movies and saw that too. When I was 16, I went to go see Commando. I saw it on my birthday, my 16th birthday. Actually, after that, I got myself in some trouble. That's when I messed up. Man, I missed the Miami Vice era. That was a fun era to be in. If you lived that era.
I'll tell you something. 80s had the most interesting styles of clothes ever. And it's like everybody did their own thing. You had grunge. You had freaking Pret. You had Valley Girl. You had the old Run DMC, Decade, all that other good stuff. I'm running crazy stuff, man. I had everything from the Kangos, Gazelles, 8-ball jackets, sheepskin jackets. I had the Georgetown Knights. I had Adidas patent leather, snake skins. I had the Reebok pumps. I had the Air Jordans, the black and red ones, black and red, and then they came out with the black, red, and white. I had all of them, all them sneakers. I had all that stuff. Malls were big. Everybody hung out at the mall. All that crazy stuff, man. That's why the 80s was freaking. It was in 80s and 90s and all. That was interesting. Best video games are out. Food was better. We had arcades. Not the arcades you had now. I mean actual arcades. Man, it's just crazy, man. The punk rock era. Everybody was just doing their own thing. A lot of these bands were coming from the UK. A lot of people walking around, you know what I mean, talking with British accents, and all the girls were big on Madonna. You had George Michaels and all of them there, man. Boy George. You had Friday Night Videos. That was a good era living. Then the Miami Vice popped up on the scene. You had people walking out there with suits on, with the sleeves pushed up to the elbows, and freaking is wearing you wear a t-shirt under a dress jacket. You wear your pants rolled up just a little bit, and you wear your loafers where you had no socks on, and that was the thing. Put your Ray-Ban glasses on. Remember the G-Shock watches? Everybody's wearing G-Shock watches. Man, that was a good time to grow up in. I was in a little bit of everything. I did the GQ look. I did when we got into the Run DMC, the gold ropes, the 4-finger chains, the onyx, the boom boxes, all that stuff, everything. I was in there laughing at my buddy the other day. Yeah, we spend like half your paycheck on batteries, 15D batteries. Boom box weigh more than you do. Your party box, ghetto blaster, what I call it. Break dancing, going to the Roxy. You've been to Roxy before? I've been to Roxy multiple times. Up in New York City. Got in there lucky because my friend of mine who knew the bouncer. We could only go in the night that the bouncer worked. Walked right on in. Oh man, had a lot of fun. I've been to heavy metal concerts where you jump out in the crowd and all that stuff. Did all that stuff. I was making to this UK band. I was into at one point I was into Prodigy. I was in the Prodigy. Big into Prodigy. Oswald. All that stuff, man. Been to Guns N' Roses, been to White Snake, been to Metallica, been to all of those. Aerosmith, been to a lot of concerts. Oh, man. There's another good one too. Static X. They were nice. I like Static X. That was a good one too. I look like a giant Big Daddy, really did. Oh. Ain't really much to say, people. Once we reach that status and I show you the colors and white levels and all that stuff, and the contrast, I just go off of my own little world. I do. I start talking about other things because pretty much, really ain't much I can show you once we reach that plateau. It's a projector, 3000 lumens, 720p, has 3000 to 1 contrast attached to it. It's sitting up against a cardboard box with a black, a gray, and white screen next to it. It's all splattered in, and you can see which one pulls the best image at the end of the day. Projector can pick up a 100% contrast. The only problem is you just can't read it. And the reason why they give you that 10,000 or 5,000 or 2 million or whatever, you're not really getting anything out of that at all, period. You think you are, you're just not getting anything out of that. You should literally be able to do this in a fully lit environment without the screen washing out. There's your test right there. The biggest enemy you have of projection screens is light. That's it. Can't pick it up, you can't pick it up. So buying a projector, people buy the white screens and they buy the gray screens, and they figure to get this projector with this insane amount of contrast levels, and this is going to fix your problem. And it's not. I can display this. I have over 70 projectors in my collection. One of my projectors went down, I go get me another one. You get tons of projectors. I've tested just about everything. They don't work on a gray and white screen. They won't read. Next year, I'm going to start my other collection. I'm going to start buying y'all projectors. I'm going to go in and purchase your projector, do a demonstration, watch. It don't work. Don't work. Don't work. Don't work. Don't work. Get the P2, don't work. Doesn't read at all without that technology. So how much of an argument you're going to have there? Buy your own projector, stick it in my demonstration, it doesn't function. It don't work. It's not ultra short though compatible. Can it show up on an ultra short though? Yeah, you can see an ultra short though. Guess what else will show up on ultra short though? Notebook paper. That'll show too. Bed sheets, all that'll show up on an ultra short. House paint, that'll show up too. Guess what? All of that. It depends on your performance, on what you're going to get out of that. That's what it comes down to. If you're sitting there saying my product shows up on a 4K, guess what? Anything will show up on a 4K. Anything. Just stick it up against something, turn it on. Guess what? It'll pop on. If it doesn't come on and there's nothing there, then guess what? It doesn't show up on a 4K. But if it shows up on a piece of notebook paper, guess what? It shows up on everything else. It's what performance you're going to be to get out of that. It's what's important. That's the part they don't basically explain to you. Sure, 4K compatible. The only thing that's not compatible, no, really, all of it's 4K compatible. What the freak you talking? It's all of it's 4K compatible. All of it. Now, if you say it's ultra short though compatible, this is only to screens that have the reflective surface. They're the ones with plagued with the ultra short. That's why they have their own special projection screens for those particular projectors. But screen paint, all screen paint is ultra short though compatible. Every bit of it. Even though you see right there, see the apple bottom, apple barrel, and you see the white paint over there, which is also apple barrel on that side too. Also, if I turn the screen around and I showed you the all white surface and I stick it with the ultra short though, because the ultra short though does show up on it, right? It does produce color and all that pops up on it, right? And guess what? It works on ultra short throw. It's the quality you're going to get out of it. So you look at the demonstration, you see the white screen over here, you see the gray screen over here, you see the black technology. That's the quality you're going to get out of our technology when you use an ultra short throw on it. When they sit there and tell you it's compatible, I'm like, what the freak you mean by that at the end of the day? Now go to a form site and say that nonsense. Oh, my screen paint's ultra short throw compatible. Like, they're all ultra short throw compatible. It's the quality of what you're going to get out of it that's going to make it look fantastic at the end of the day. As you're seeing right here in the demonstration. I want to go here. Oh, Sony 1 hour demonstration. That's what it comes down to. They're all ultra short though compatible. Unless you have a reflective certified screen, yeah, then I can understand that, because those are basically, some of those are ultra short though compatible, some are not. From all the certified screens I've tested, they literally will say it right there. Do not work on ultra short throw. Do not work on a short throw projector. They have a special screen for that, so that's why I had to go out and buy or basically order a surface that basically was compatible with ultra short throw. Because I get a lot of trouble if I use something that they don't use at all. Period. And then blame them for it when they clearly told me that it doesn't work with that. That can get me in trouble. That's why you never see me take any certifiers outside. The only thing I took outside was a Yard Master, and that was it. It was designed for outside use. But the rest of the screens are not designed for that. They should never be outside. And if they're not running on ultra short throws, you should never run them on ultra short throws, because that's what they tell you not to do. But any screen, at the end of the day, any paint, it's going to be short throw. That's why it's like ultra short throw compatible. That's why I got to understand when Roger was saying that his product doesn't work on ultra short throw. I was like, how is that possible? Black paint can pick up on that. Anything will pick up on ultra short throw. Or they say it's 4K compatible. Big deal. Everything, notebook paper is 4K compatible. As you see in Jamie's video, apparently Network Grade 773 is also 4K compatible also too. It's no big deal. It's what quality you're going to get out of it. How's it going to look? Are you going to pick up 100% contrast levels? Are your colors going to wash out? Can you use it in a fully lit environment? How much your screen's going to wash? All that other stuff at the end of the day. It's going to cost you more money, spend money for more high-end projectors to try to fix this and fix that. You have to be in ambient light controlled environments, and your image is going to deteriorate. When you get screen door, all kinds of crap can pop up. See right here, look. See, shows the color red. Problem is that we read red, the white screen and gray screen can't read it. Are they compatible with 4K? Yeah, because they can pick up. You can still see them. It's just the quality sucks, that's all. That's how well the performance is going to be. There we go again. Beautiful strawberries. I gotta get pictures of all this. Beautiful strawberries. As you can see, they pick up on both screens. Just ours picks up better. Take the lights out. Doesn't make a difference. They don't function. They don't read. So for those of you sitting there saying, well, I'm going to be in the dark anyway, it really doesn't make a difference. I can still see the contrast level and everything. No, you can't. You don't pick up jack at all, period. Nothing. Near the end of this year, I'm going to pick up a projector with a 50 million to 1 contrast. And I bet you that it doesn't read on a gray and white screen. It won't even pick up. It can't even see it next to our technology. You know how powerful that? These are Roadhouse projectors. These are commercial units. It won't read it at all. That's why we're getting it. So we basically can work with bigger companies because we know they have those projectors in there. Because they'll say, well, you know, your projector may have a 3001, but that doesn't mean anything else. We have 50 million. This projector does what it needs to do. Oh, we're going to prove that at the end of the day. Your 50 million to 1 projector won't do jack. But let's continue to get through this. So let's get over here to the beach. Do the transition. I love when we do the light show demonstration on the splatter screen. And you have people thinking that the screen's going to have an opportunity because you're in the dark. Your stuff don't work in the dark either. There's no safe haven away from this technology. It doesn't work. There you go. There's a transition. This is what I try to explain to people. Look, for the naysayers at the end of the day who spend all your time in the dark, if I came into your world, I'd be the boogeyman for you. This technology, this technology is pretty powerful. It's an ambient light rejection technology, so it can absorb a great deal of light. Do you know what these things look like when you turn the lights out? Oh, they're monsters. I'll tell you that right there from the door. This thing would crush your screen on so many levels, it's not even funny how badly this thing can crush your screen. Mind you, they enhance it. I mean, at nighttime, in the morning, we have all these lights on and everything. It runs perfectly fine with no problem in an area that you can't run at. But at nighttime, this is where the screen gets a chance to flex to show what it's designed to do. We rarely do lights off demonstrations. You know why? Because they're easy. That's why. That's why when people contact me, say, can you do one demonstration with the lights out? Because we don't need to do lights out. Where you guys do so many lights off demonstrations, yeah, people argue about you turning your lights on. But yeah, I'll show you the transition. So your screen is supposed to transition, which means you should be able to see this and then transfer to the black levels and then transfer back to color. See? Can't see it. Even in the dark, can't see it. Doesn't make a difference. So even with the 2 million to 1 contrast in a dark environment, you can't read. 20 million to 1, 30 million to 1, 50, you can't read it at all. You're kissing the screen with an ultra short, the red on top of it. Look at that wake-up call. That's a reality. That's a reality right there. But right now, while you're sitting home with your gray and white screen, it doesn't read. So consider the fact that the contracts that are going to be attached to your company, because we can prove at the end of the day that our black technology can not only pull images up in fully lit environments where gray and white screens can't go, but even in the dark environments, they can't stand a chance against this technology. So where does that put these two screens at? Well, it doesn't obsolete the white screen, and I'll tell you why. And our white screen is a cheap screen to paint over. It costs more money to paint over a gray screen. A gray screen is going to charge me a couple dollars more because it's gray. So no, it's not worth my time to paint over it. But the white screen, on the other hand, is cheap. So they're definitely worth some money to us. You just paint over top of them. Matter of fact, I ordered 2 of them. The screens that you put together when you use them for demonstrations, they're white screen and paint right over top of them. They're going to charge me a little bit more money because one was gray. Now we don't need that. We're going to paint over it anyway. So where's the contrast at gray and white? And again, for anyone who wants to sit there and say that that's not my gray paint, unless you do the demonstration, and don't cheat while you're doing it by putting black paint into the paint. We literally had somebody do that. In the challenge, Jamie went in and basically put black paint in the container with an open seal in the middle of the demonstration. No, you don't do it that way. Containers must be sealed. Did you read the challenge rules and regulations that we have right there for that challenge? It says all containers must be sealed. That way we don't have to worry about people mixing black paint and trying to alter the color. So you'll have to do that one again. Or you just wait for my care package to get there. Because we're going to send them some more. With some other paints and do also. He'll do all of them. And don't send me any more dumb mess like you don't live there anymore. Stop doing that mess. Grow up. Look at it. It's horrible. We have a 3,000-to-1 contrast. That's all we have on our projector. That's why it doesn't cost our customers a lot of money. Because they don't have to spend money for expensive projectors to fix the problem. See? You know how cheap a 3,000-to-1 contrast projector is? Very cheap. Yeah, commercial. Here we go. Watch this. Nope, I'm going to fall back to that. There we go. See that? Watch this. You don't possess ambient light rejection technology because you can't absorb light. This is the reason why you do not use these paints or screen colors in your dedicated theater room. They don't work at all. You can't use it for an ultra short throw projector. My ultra short throw projector is designed to be the set top box, designed to work just like a TV. Now they keep making these more advanced ultra short throw projectors, give you all these capabilities. The problem is you can't act like a TV, you can't work like a TV, and you can't see like a TV because your screen is blocking that capability of your projector doing that. So if I want to sit here and I want to watch Batman with my lights on, I can do that if I want to. You can't do that. You have to have your lights out. You have to be in the dark. If I want to watch a TV show, something I'm supposed to watch in a fully lit environment, say my wife wants to sit there and read a book, and my kids want to sit there and color on the floor, I can do that and watch the game or watch anything I want at the end of the day without my screen going washing out on me. I get the same image as it looks when the lights are on or off. It doesn't make a difference. When I ask people, why did you buy an ultra short throw? Where'd you get one for? I got one because I want something that reacts like a TV. It gives me that TV-like experience. It does give you that TV-like experience. I had a few of them outside on 150 inches. Gives you that TV-like experience. Back and boop, watch the screen, you know what I mean? You got nothing behind you. Feels like you're on a TV. The only problem is only for me and my customers get that feeling. If you have one of these great screens, white screens, you don't get that feeling. You have to do one of these. You got to turn the lights out, you know. Screen to wash out. And the sad thing about it is, even with the lights out, even with all the money you spent for your projector, you still can't read the contrast level. Now that one right there costs $300. I got a projector sitting on the floor, cost me $60. Imagine that, $60 for an ultra short throw projector. That's cheap. Whatever, then we'll go back for a minute on that. Can you do that on your ultra short though? I shoot these little short videos like this. I send them over to the site to record it on my reel right from here. And I asked them, can you do that? And they start explaining to me some mumbo jumbo technical nonsense. Well, really, they're not really designed to be used that way. That's you. You're speaking about you, not me. I'm not in that category. I just showed you what we can do. Can you do this? When you get into that whole technical field about, well, you know, this is what it's meant. No, 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 no. That's for you, not for me. We're not having that issue. Contrast works better with the lights out. Is that theory true? For you gray and white screens, let's find out. Starfield screensaver. Let's see if you can see it. Can't see it. Mine had an Optima GT55 and 56. Both of them have 20,000 to 1 contrast. We did the same demonstration in a fully lit environment. It wouldn't read it, wouldn't pick up on the gray and white screen. It couldn't register it. We even did it outside on a screen on a Sony VPL FA30 projector. Outside, painted the screen, and we had a gray screen on one side, white screen on the side, and painted our screen right in the middle. "4K Snow screensaver." Let's see if we can turn our screen unwatchable. No. Now, if we look at the white surface, it's picking up here. This is a gray surface, and it's picking up not here. Will it be to maintain that once my lights come on? You know what kind of lights I have over top of me? These are work lights. They're not the everyday lights that you have in your home. These are garage lights. You ever seen garage lights? They're high fluorescent, bright lights like the ones I used to have in the max out environment. They're that bright. That's why I like them. These are super bright. Oh man, I tell you, if I get a chance to build my own facility, I want 10 of these suckers in there, at least 10 of them, especially with this new stuff we got coming out. We got this that Infinity 7. Gee whiz, we're gonna ball with this stuff. This stuff is sprayed on that plate. It's highly concentrated. Well, I forgot to put that in the specification sheet. It's a highly concentrated formula. It's faster, quicker application, because what I saw with the FLE when I sprayed it on, extremely fast, but I want something faster than that. So this is what this stuff is designed to do. I can hit stuff, one hit, one coat, and it's done. It's coated that fast, that quick. No experts involved. Just like using an aerosol can, it's going to be that easy. Because again, if I'm on site and I basically want to paint over something like a trash can or something crazy with an odd shape to it, it's going to take a little bit of a time with the roller. But this stuff, done. That's it. Reaction time is going to be 10 times faster. Drying time is going to be 10 times faster. This stuff is going to be a beast when we get done with it. See, that fast. And this stuff wasn't part of the collection. I got it when I was watching TV. God bless me to have it. Ingredients is everything already in my head. Specification sheet is sitting right there. We already posted it in. All the information is there. And I guarantee it'll knock out every single thing we put it against. But I'm going to use that to challenge the certifies. We even have our new game attached to it. We call it an Infinity Black Game. It's an actual black game that we're designing for it. It's going to be sick. I don't want to be a part of the tradition. I don't want to be a part of tradition at all. I want to break the mold when it comes to tradition. I want to do things differently that no one else is doing at the end of the day. Don't want to be a part of the ambient controlled environment or calibrating your projectors and blah, blah, blah. We don't want to be a part of none of that, period. If there's a way I can basically
detach myself somehow away from projection, but we need the projector to operate the screen, but we have to be in there. I just want another way of calling it for us, because I'm not in the same category. And I do like the power just blasting over anything I want with my Canon. So I'm getting rid of mine, and I'm going to get myself a cordless so I can take it on site and just go boom, hit that sucker and set it off. Now, for those of you at the end of the day, let me add some stuff in here real quick. If you're threatened by the paint sprayer, it is so easy to use. Use an aerosol can, right? You can use an aerosol can. You know, you spray in the air, you know what I mean? Aerosol can, all that stuff like that. It's easy to use. It coats on so fast. We're going to do some demonstrations. With that stuff this summer, we're going to take some everyday white sheets. We're going to convert them into OLED surfaces, and we're going to turn them into projection screens. One coat application, we're done. Very easy to do. Extremely easy to do. You don't need any expensive sprayers or any of that. If I can get the deal, I'm not sure yet. But if I can get the deal, I'll add in the paint sprayers. If I can't, then we don't know about that yet. But either way, paint spray, an inexpensive hose feeding compressor unit, basic stain sprayer. A Wagner Tech, Wagner 150, Wagner 250. It's a $60 or $59 paint sprayer you can pick up. This may be better than rolling your screen. And that's where I want to go to. I like spraying the demo. I like doing the spray-ons, especially when we do curved screens and all that stuff. We do the installments, it's much faster. It's more faster for me to spray in than roll on. So I just thought about that. We need something for this summer when we do the installments. I want to be just doing done. And since the stuff has insane coverage attached to it, yeah, I can't wait. So, any takers to take on the new technology? Heck, you haven't taken this stuff on yet. You want to go against the new one, the FLE-R-M? Let me know. We'll come by from you. I need some challenge with the new technology. Oh, I don't even know what to do now. I'm just kind of bored here. Football highlights? We got all the gamer screens launching around near summertime. The TV technology is going to be launching pretty soon. Oh, by the way, that new technology, that FLE-R-M, you can't get that on Crystal Edge. You can't get it on Black Series. There's a special website being built for it. Actually, we have an email at the bottom of them already. So you can't exactly go there and get it. You have to go to this site and get it. It's the new site we're building for it. And this is where we're going to have a ton of spray-on applications where we're just going to code about everything and everything we can get our hands on. And one of the things we're going to do is turn everyday white cheap tablecloths and bed sheets into high-performance screens, and to use those same bed sheets to knock out $5,000 and $6,000 projection screens. So that's what you'll be going against, a bed sheet with our technology embedded into it. What better way to flex your technology? I mean, basically, put a name for it. Basically, you have to, like this technology right here, we code it to whatever the freak we want. We code it to trash. These screens, just this cardboard box made out of trash. Old trash. All this is trash. Convert it to black technology, and look what it does. Lights on or off. Look how amazing it is. So I figured the new FLE-R-M, what better way to put that on another platform? We got to outdo ourselves. So we're going to go to Walmart. We're going to go pick up some bed sheets, convert it into black technology, and use it to knock out $5,000 and $6,000, $7,000 high-grade certified screens. A bed sheet. Yep. The reason why I like the white bed sheets, because you know why? I mean, people want to think that how hard it is for the coating to adapt to the surface. What better way to transfer a bright white surface to a solid ultra black? We're going to have some fun this year. I can't wait. See, as I told you on camera, I was getting bored, and I sat there, and I remember my Lord must have heard me when I said, oh man, I'm getting bored. I can't take this no more. Like, it's just, we don't get any challenges. I'm so tired of no challenges. I'm just tired of it. And last night I really thought about it. I thought about basically just shutting the site down and everything. Like, I'm done. I can't do this no more. I don't care about going on site. I don't care about any of it all, period. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. I'm a single man. I have a cat in the day. I have no bills, no expenses, 800 credit score. I make good money. I bank all my money. I'm good. So, yeah.
See, people think at the end of the day that you gotta show fancy car. I did all that crap already. I had big houses and blah blah blah. I had all that stuff already. I got to a point now in my life I don't even care about it anymore. I just want a simple, basic freaking life, and that's basically all I want. I don't care. And I don't put all my money in the bank. That's what I do. I bank all my money. So if I need something, I got it. But anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about just giving up. I don't want to be bothered with it anymore. I want to do something else. I'm not challenged. I need something to challenge me. And I sat there, and right there on camera, before I got off, the one thing I said out of my mouth, I said FLE-R-M. And here we are. See the artwork for it? Specification sheet. We got an FLE-R-M technology coming out. No sooner than I said it, and I wanted to sit down on that chair, the Lord said, there you go. Ingredients is already in my head. So how do we basically push the FLE-R-M to demonstrations that doesn't bore Mr. Bird? Let's go out and buy some cheap bed sheets. Let's convert that into black technology and take it to blow out and knock out $6,000 and $5,000 projection screens. Now that puts a smile on my face. That makes me happy. Yep, I'm excited now. And I got a new technology to work on. Now, people are saying, well, what about the other? It's already done. The other technology is done. There's a timeline when we're going to launch everything. The gamer screens are finished. They have all their technology embedded. As I explained to you before, anything that we're blessed to have, it's already designed to do what it's designed to do. We show the demonstrations because we have to prove this to you all. If I could come on here and develop technology, and we never have to do any testing because the technology is designed to do what it's going to do automatically. Everything we design is ultra short compatible. All of it is. Because God gives us this at the end of the day. There's no flaws in the technology. It works 100%. That's when you see me get there and crumble a piece of cardboard up or turn the screen into a block of ice. That's why we do all these insane demonstrations. And everybody who's come against us to try to tear us down, they've all failed. Every single one of them. But we were able to out all the dirty things they have done. We've seen them all. So, no, we really don't, at the end of the day, don't have to do tests at the end of the day. Our products are designed to do exactly what they are designed to do. But we do it because we back it up. We can prove everything. And it's needed. So, the new technology we have now coming out sparked my interest. I love it. I can't wait to design it. I'm going to get myself a cordless. I can't get my cordless up as paint sprayer. So I can go on site and just blast stuff, turn stuff into OLED screens or OLED light projection screens. And I think the most impact I'm going to have on a form site is turning a bed sheet, a cheap $7, or if I can get it for $4, even better, $4 bed sheet, convert that into black technology and use that to take out a high grade certified. And if the certified companies at the end of the day sit there and say, well, you know, you can't do that because you're slandering our product. Actually, I can do that. It's called a side-by-side comparison. I have that right. It's called freedom of speech. As long as I'm not saying your product is a scam, as long as I'm saying it's not, it does this and does that, and it's not true. I'm not saying if I'm saying anything not true about your product, then you have a right to come after me. Do you pull an infinity contrast level? Do you see a 100% black level? You do not? Okay, guess then I'm the one that can take you to court instead. Because you can't say that. You don't have a black screen. So I'm going to make some high professional screens out of bed sheets. Matter of fact, think about it. What's the cheapest bed sheet I can buy? Bed sheets, tablecloths, another crazy material we can get our hands on. Oh, by the way, there's a ton of specifications in there. You might want to read through all that stuff if you care to it. But I especially what there are things that you can't paint it on. So we do not approve of you painting on inflatable projection screens. No, it's not going to work that well on that one. Maybe on the front and rear version of it that has that kind of a mesh, but we have to test that out first before we go down that road. What's the other one too? No stucco, no stationary vinyl screen. Well, actually, no, non-stationary vinyl screen. So what that means is if you a vinyl screen material can be extremely temperamental, especially if you fold this screen up, it's vinyl. It's going to basically stick. That's just what's going to happen. So if your screen is something that you're going to take down and put back up and take down and put down, we advise you use canvas instead and don't use the PVC. Now, if it's stationary and it's going to be up there and you're never going to take it down, then fine, so be it. Let me see. Since it's a spray-on application, do not use rollers. Don't do that. You'll jack it up. Don't use paintbrushes. You'll jack it up. Let me see. Oh, I like this. This is pretty cool. I think I wrote this giant specification sheet on here. Giant specification sheet. Now, for you people who make these gray screen paint products, if you do challenge this product, I'm going to tell you right now, the outcome is going to be so embarrassing you will not show your face on YouTube again. I will literally paint your screen in. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you. I will paint your screen into a 100-inch screen. I will show a demonstration, and I will slowly paint over your screen and watch your screen disappear and our screen actually advance over your product. You ready for that one? I just want to know. That's what's going to happen to you. Or it can just cancel out, as most people do. But this is anybody if you're talking trash at the end of the day. If you're not talking trash about my product, I'll come buy from you. I'll paint your screen in. I'll do a demonstration off your stuff, and then I will paint over your screen. Watch my technology advance over yours. Might do a half and half, and then I'll just coat the whole thing over with our technology and be done. Put a spray on. I'm so excited about this. So excited! This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff that I need to keep me excited. I'm going to coat everything with this stuff. I'm going to paint the world in black. It's better that way. It's just better that way. It's better that way. To coat the world in black. It's all better that way. Paint the town black. Oh, let's put something on. I'm in here talking about them all giddy as a schoolgirl with the new technologies coming out. I'm so excited about this because again, I get to coat everything. Man, let me coating stuff left and right. Now we do advise you, it's going to be low VOC and low eco-friendly and all that good stuff, but do advise you to wear a mask and use it in a well-ventilated area. You can use it inside, don't you just open up some windows or something. Sprays anyway. While you're basically, while you're inside, who sprays with the windows shut? Is it fully weatherproof? Yes. Is it ultra short throw compatible? Oh, heck yes. And it works on Pico projectors. I want a customized gun. If I get the spray gun, I want a customized spray gun. I do it so I can design a skin, but I want a customized one for myself. Oh my goodness, that would be so cool. Something with a neon battery pack display, like my battery pack when it goes in, it glows at the bottom. Tell me that would not be sick. I'm gonna get me one customized. Now, which one's faster, spraying or rolling? Man, this stuff we're gonna make right now, yeah. The spray out application is going to be extremely fast. And again, you don't have to be a professional today. It's very easy to do. Very easy to do. If I get the 7-year-old to do it, oh, I think he can do it. I'm doing anything crazy with it. And we'll watch him. Anyway, he's a funny dude. He's a practical joker. He's just like me, has a crazy sense of humor. He'll spray his own screen. So beautiful that image pops up. Watching football in the dark. It'll work either way. Well, let me see. Man. Oh, let's check this out. Soccer season's coming up. If it is, that's coming up. So it should be coming up. Where's our product demonstration? Here it is. Now, if you're wondering what the FLE-R-M stands for, it's a superior. So basically, this is going to be a superior under the FRE. It's a different version of technology we're working on. It also, too, has a professional spray-on application. And as I said before, that we do expect for anyone talking trash against this product to cancel out. Because you will cancel out. I'm not going to waste the time to go get somebody to get your product. I'm not. Mind you, gentlemen, until we get to court, this is going to be pretty embarrassing. For every technology I design, I will come to your website to buy. I will get a cancellation for each one of my products. What you think it's going to stop at? Well, I got dozens of, how much technology we have under FLE technology? It's a lot. So every time we develop a new technology, we come to your website to buy. We'll get a cancellation for each and every form of technology we developed. There's consequences for doing dumb stuff around me. What you think? At the end of the day, I'll be sending you the great paint, you wasting my time, it's sending me dumb messages in the mail. You gotta pay for that nonsense at the end of the day. So what I'm gonna do is, every time we develop new technology, we'll come to your sites to buy. You guys are the only ones talking trash. The other people are a little, that's basically about it, but they're not mentioning their names on that level. They're not challenging on that level. But you guys do. So we'll come to your site to buy. So if you cancel, just know. And you're gonna cancel for every single product we bring out. Until we get to court. And for now on, Jamie, you're my official black paint buyer. For now on. You will buy all my black paint for all my technology. From now on. You and Rogers. Because why should I pay for it? How much money I have to pay on black paint samples for all this technology I developed? So that's your job from now on. Your job is to buy, since you're the ones who made up the story about my product being nothing more than black paint, and it's not anything special, you will buy all my black paint from now on for all my stuff. Which you can't back up your theory? Well, you better back it up here because you're going to need to back it up in court. Tomorrow I'll make a little new YouTube announcement on that. You guys will be buying my black paint from now on. Now, every time I have to go in and buy that black paint myself, this is not going to look good for you. I told you, it's penalties for doing dumb stuff around me. I sat there and said on camera one time, I said, look, you guys messing around, I'll make you my official black paint buyers. You buy my black paint to put against my product to test on YouTube Live. Can I be your great paint supplier? I'll do that. I have no problem with that. 4K demonstration is OLED. I don't even know why the guys even try. I mean, if you consider the fact that if I make statements like this on live, you know I back everything up, then you know my products have to be good. If I want to take the very same people who've made comments about my product being so dark and so unwatchable, and I make you guys my official go-to to buy my black paint to put against my product to show that my product is a fraud, then my product has to be good. And the fact that we haven't got our product yet, and here we ask for that stuff, that tells you right there from the door that you can't back up what you say. So from now on, I'm going to go to your site for every form of technology until we go to court that I basically developed. I'm going to go to your site to buy. See what kind of cancellations and nonsense we get. I'm not going to go back and forth this nonsense. I'm going to go straight to your site. The minute we basically get ready to launch, we go buy right directly from you. Now you can back your stuff up and you can't. And then I'm expecting my black paint from both of you. From now on, for everything I develop, I want my black paint. Now, next time you want to run your mouth and say things out of your mouth that's not true, you think about it twice before making that statement to Mr. Bird. And if you can't back it up on YouTube, you sure enough can't back it up in court, so you know what's going to happen. Now, I got this new technology coming out. I'm expecting my black paint soon for this. For my LXXVII technology. And keep in mind with the gamer technology, there's 6 of those screens embedded with that stuff. So, all right, guys, get to cracking. Just send me down the sample units. That's all I need. When you make the statements, hey, gotta back it up, man. Gotta back it up. Back it up, back it up. I make the official statement. You guys gonna supply all my black paint from me from now on. From here on in, you're supplying all of it. You're not gonna fail me, are you? You are gonna send me my paint, right? Now, gentlemen, do I think you're gonna send me my paint? Nah, you're not gonna send me my paint. I know it from the door. You can't, because you can't back up what you say. All the more that when I tell you that it's not gonna go well for you in court, you can't back it up. I'm giving you the opportunity to fight your claim. And you can't even give me my black paint. So I'll buy it myself. But I'm still going to make the offer anyway. It's a shame, Taco. I bought too much trash at the end of the day. If I tell you great paints don't work, if I tell you projection screen products don't work, they don't work. I have enough experience in the field. If you want to challenge me on my theories, then you have your lawyers contact me. If no one's reached out to us, no one's called us at anything, nothing, not a thing, nothing at all. So my theory's right, your products don't work. That's what it is. Now, when it comes to my products, well, like I said, you'll have to back that up because we already filed all that. I miss the days when people backed up their stuff. I really do. I really do miss those days. People actually go into a forum room, we all talk, chat, have a little talk back and forth, challenge our stuff back and forth, and people actually came in and backed their stuff. But can you believe that? That was back then. Now today, we just got two big cowards on YouTube that can't even back their stuff up. Gee whiz. From now on, we're going to name the apple barrel until you basically justify that demonstration. Like I said, I'm going to give you the opportunity by sending you out some great paint. We're going to send some great paint to him because, again, he committed fraud. He put his black paint around his container. So we're going to call that from now on. That label is going to be called CINEMAX C, which is your product, Jamie, from now on. It's a Crow product. Because, again, like I said, if you can't back up against the house paint we have here, you can't do the challenge correctly, that means your product is what we say it is. And if you had to go in with a broken seal on a container and it came up again with black around the container, inside the container, then this is your product. So from now on, this is your product. It's going to be marketed as your product. Now, you want to clean that up? When my package gets there, you basically go in and you do the demonstration. Everything will be sealed. Everything will be pre-recorded on our end. Also, too, like I said, there's penalties to all this. You and Rogers are by now official suppliers for all my black paint, for all my testing. I will post this everywhere. Every time I come out with a new technology, you'll send me black paint. I'll let the judge know, too, we gave you this opportunity. Now, if you can't back it up and you can't do this, then that means you lied. And that means you lied. That means you're in a lot of trouble. So, Rogers. Fernando, the Infinity 7, pretty much probably about a week or so, I'll be in touch contact with you. I want my black paint. You will supply all black paint for all of my technology from here on in. Now, you see how, I don't see how that's a problem. I'm asking you, this is how some people, I'm asking them. They made these accusations that my product is nothing more than black paint. That's all it is. I'm ripping people off. I am giving you the opportunity to send me down black paint for all my technology that I develop until we reach the courtroom. For me to take the same black paint, paint it on my screen to show it doesn't match, and do it on YouTube live for all to see. How hard is that? Seems like I'm the one that got more of the pressure than you do. All you have to do is send it to me. So what's the problem? We had that problem with Jamie. Send us the paint. You never send it. You don't even want to talk about it. So what's the problem? And then when we make the suggestion of sending him gray paint, he sends me fake emails account. Oh, we don't live here anymore. Blah, 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 blah. And it fakes the demonstration. All right then. Well, I'm gonna let the judge know. I'm gonna write you a nice little letter. Both of them email you and make you my official paint suppliers. And we'll let the judge know that, hey, your judge, guess what? Not only did we send them over a certified letter, but we said both of them can supply the black paint for testing. So they made all these accusations so they can back up their claim in court. I'm gonna explain something to you real quick, gentlemen. I'm already suing you for millions of dollars. Once I give you this responsibility to do this, the lawsuit's going up by a lot. I mean a whole lot. Because that means we can back it up even more. That we gave you even more opportunities to back this. This seals anything, any chance of fighting any claim, it seals it completely once I send this out to you. So I don't want 1 million or 2 million. I want 10 million, 12 million, $13 million. And you can sit there and say, we know you don't have that kind of money. The object to hit you with that kind of money, it's kind of lost within the day, is to make sure you're buried in debt forever. Because we know you can never come out of it, ever. Money, that stuff collects with interest too. It's to bury you in debt. That's what it's designed to do. So I'm giving you the opportunity to get out of it. There's penalties for this stuff at the end of the day. You do dumb demonstrations against me. I come in, I back my products at 100%. I show you guys are scamming and committing fraud and cheating people. At the end of the day, I out you every single time, like I did Jamie today or yesterday. But that's my time. That's my time at the end of the day. I got to entertain that dumb nonsense. So you have to pay for this now. So what you're going to do is you're going to send me black paint. That's what you're going to do. You know, it's funny. You would think that'd be more of a punishment for me, right? Them sending me black paint. I have to do this demonstration on live, be nervous and scared. No, I'm good. I've done this thousands of times. I'm good. My stuff's tested. I'm confident in my product. It's a punishment for you when I do this to you, not for me. Because I can do this so many times it's not even funny. I take my t-shirt on, I throw it on top of the screen all the time. It doesn't make a difference. It don't match. It's a punishment for you. For me, it's free paint that I don't have to pay out of my pocket. That's what it means for me. So that's why I'm giving you the official buyer of all my black paint for all technology I develop until we reach court. You don't honor any of these. If I don't get any of that paint from you, it just shows the judge that, look, Your Honor, we went so far into allowing them to ship paint to us to put against our technology that they accuse of being a fraud and nothing but black paint. You know what that judge is going to say to you? Why didn't you entertain Mr. Bird's theory? Unless you were lying. Oh, there you go. What will we like? I want $12 million. And you can sit there and laugh on camera, you don't got it. I know you don't got it. I don't expect to get it. I don't expect to get $12 million out of you. I really don't. I want to bury you in debt. That's why I'm doing it. We know you don't have it. You think I'm going to get 12 grand out of you? No. 12 million out of you? No. We know you don't have that. That giant lien is designed to, it's like trying to just escape, like somebody, like the Empire State Building's falling, you're right in front of it. It's like trying to outrun it. You can run as fast as you want. You're going to get hit with it. There's no way out of it. So that's what it's designed to do. I don't know, you probably sitting there like, I don't got 12, I'm not going to pay him $12 million. No, you can't pay me $12 million. We know that. But with a $12 million lien, I could strip everything from you. Because no matter how much we take, you would never be able to pay it. Ever. You would die 100 times over, you would still owe me. You win the lottery, it's mine. You with an inheritance, it's mine. It's designed to take everything from you and give you nothing back. That's what's done. And destroy your credit, freeze accounts, just obliterate you. That's what it's designed to do. That's why they hit you with heavy lawsuits like that. They know you don't have the money to pay it. Darn well they know that. They don't care. They just want to hit you with something heavy at the end of the day. They know you have no way in the world possible to get around that nightmare. Your credit, gone. Everything gone. Your wife's credit, gone. It's mine. It's designed to hit everything. I can take your death insurance policy. I can take anything I want. College money for kids. I can take anything I want. Take your entire house. Take your business, your cars, everything from you. That's what it's designed to do. Now, I'm giving you an option. Before, it was a simple $1 million lawsuit. That's what it was. Just simple. And now, since you come on here and y'all do dumb stuff and y'all waste my time, and I sit back and I talk to my attorneys about this, they say, well, how about, I give them a crazy challenge. Give them something they can't do. The guy sent you the black paint? I said, no, you sent me the black paint. We ain't got it yet. We never got it. He said, well, that's the open and shut case right there. You can't back up what he was talking about. What else? He said, what was the other guy? I said, well, give it to both of them. So I'm going to do better than that. I'm going to make you my official suppliers from now on. And if you can't do that, I'll explain to the judge that we gave them the opportunity to back up their claim. And we're willing to go on YouTube and do it live. We're going to do it anyway, gentlemen. It doesn't make a difference. I always test myself against black paint. So whether you send it or I do it, I'm going to do it either way. It doesn't make a difference. But I'm giving you the opportunity to back up what you said about my products. Oh, by the way, CINEMAX 5, this also extends to you too. And the rest of you want to open your mouth, so I'll give you that one too also. Mind you, this is going to basically make it virtually impossible for you to actually win anything in court. So where's my paint? I want it. Now, mind you, if I get anything here, anything to my P.O. box, anything that pops up that seems not right, something in there that's strange, you're going to get a post office fraud charge filed against you. That's a 20-year prison sentence right from the door. Mr. Williams has 2 of these already. He's looking at 40 years. Crow has 2 of them. He's looking at 40 years. Want to make it 60? See the problems you got yourself into? That's why at the end of the day, you don't mess with people or no business at the end of the day. I want my black paint. Have it here. I got that FLE-R-M coming up pretty soon. Chances are, I'm telling you people what's going to happen. They're not sending me no black paint. They can't. They're scared. I know you were in the room, by the way. But anyway, as I'm saying, give me my product so I can basically paint my screen. If not, I'll buy it myself. And if I buy it myself, that's going to be pretty freaking embarrassing. You know how embarrassing that's going to be? See, you paint you guys in corners all the time. I sat there and said at the end of the day, if I really want to embarrass you, I can embarrass you pretty bad. I can request for you guys to supply my black paint from now on. I sat there and said it. Now I'm giving you the opportunity. But if you don't follow through on it, this is going to cost you. So when I go to court, I'm going to show that judge that we gave you the opportunity to prove us to be the fakes and phonies that you said we are. It's going to cost you. So when that 7 pops up and I put that request through, the paint better show up. And if it doesn't show up, well, you know what's going to happen after that. It's going to be pretty embarrassing. And you got that stuff called that goopity goo, ambient light rejection nonsense. I'll get a cancellation on that too. See, that's what I mean by out in the phonies. Fakes at the end of the day. It's interesting. Any other people we do business with, we never had this problem with anybody. I can buy from anyone on YouTube. Now YouTube on I bought from a few people already over on eBay. Never, with one guy basically sent us over a container with no label on it. I know why. You didn't have to do that at the end of the day. I wasn't going to say anything. Your product, they didn't say anything bad about our product. So again, I would basically just give it a good review. It's a good, great product to buy against. Even though I basically believe that the gray technology is black technology is far more superior. But still, it's still great paint. Some people are still going to love gray paint, regardless. Even if you do basically show them at the end of the day that the black technology is going to be far more superior, they're still going to like the gray. There's like some people like 8-track players and people like freaking record players. They still like the old school stuff. There's forum sites where people still have the old school silver collection all set up. You know, they like it. That's what they like. But if you're going to basically pay for that stuff at the end of the day, you don't want to pay $60 for something that's not going to work correctly. You want to make sure it works correctly. So I have bought paint from eBay that's actually been nice. There's a guy called Pro HD. I like this product. I do. I would like to see him with the black technology. I really would. Good product, good presentation. Read through the specification sheet. Crystal clear, everything, no mumbo jumbo, no nonsense in it to begin with. Very well done. Very well done. All right. So it's going to be official. When we launch the FLE-R-M, I expect my black paint. I expect my black paint for each and every one of the gamer screens I'm going to develop. TV technology. I want my black paint. I want my black paint for, what else we got? We got the acoustic screens coming out, the colossals. And you got a lot of work ahead of you. You can send all samples. Don't care. Just send it over to me. The TV technology you can add to that because, again, I'm planning to blow out the entire product line of black paint on Home Depot just for kicks and giggles. That'd be really nice. I would love to hear somebody else talk like this at the end of the day. Have somebody come on like, yeah, we're going to blow out the entire product line. Get it done. That's what, and then get it done. Actually physically get it done, not talk trash. So now he's got this stuff called Goopity Goo. He's coming back with the Goopity Goo. Full circle. First he came back and he came out with this stuff and it was nothing practically but water in it and some delivery system, 4 different colors that match. He came into 1 container because, again, it can't come in 4 containers even though it's 3 to 4 different colors. And now he's going to bring it back again. So he's just painting the wagon a different color. This is supposed to be an ambient light rejection product under the Goopity Goo. We've had the Goopity Goo. We got all cancellations on that stuff. Oh, get a cancellation on those too. 8K Desire Nature. It just gets me when I sit there. People just talk so much trash at the end of the day and don't back anything up for jack. Just talk a whole bunch of trash. This is why when I'm talking on camera, you always see me in front of the screen. Always. Always. Because, you know, if I'm on here just talking, so you don't see none of this. At all, period. So I'm just sitting here watching Popeye, and I'm sitting here talking all this stuff at the end of the day. Then I'm just talking trash at the end of the day. That's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. But I'm sitting there watching, showing you a demonstration at the same time while I'm talking. That's how we do it, gentlemen. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. This is how we do it. Gotta get your groove on. This is how we do it. So, just want to warn you, people who talk the trash, the FLE-R-M, when that thing launches, if you're talking trash about my technology, I'm going to come buy from you. If you cancel, it's sad. If you change the state in your shopping cart and the manipulation nonsense, that's pretty sad. If we do, and you do send your product over, I'm going to paint your screen in. I'm going to show a demonstration off of it outside. And then I'm going to recoat your screen. I'm going to turn it into a splatter screen first with that black. I'm going to just draw my name into it with the paint cannon and watch your technology pull through your screen with my name written into your screen. And then I'll coat over it and finish it off. So, I tell most people, don't talk about my technology. Don't try to use my technology as a springboard to try to promote yours, because the outcome will be extremely embarrassing. As I told Danny from the first beginning, before I first met him, and he was talking all this nonsense, I said, look, man, I'm the last person you want to be bothered with. And then they just leave it be, go make your money, mind your business. I'm going to keep running his mouth. What did I say to you, Mr. Daniel? Or Danny, whatever you call yourself? I said that I was going to burn your harbor to the ground and sink every last one of your ships. You're afraid of me when I come to your front door to buy from you. You change states, you cancel orders, that's what you do. You can't back your products up. So now you're going to be my official black paint buyer. Oh, man, I tell you. Can't wait to design my new technology. What are we going to coat with this stuff? We got the bed sheets. I'm going to get a bed sheet for this thing. Where do we go buy these bed sheets from? Let me see. We need let me see, bed sheets. Cheap bed sheets, white. Are you kidding me? We can get bed sheets for 85 cents? Oh, heck yeah. We're going to be buying some bed sheets, 130. What size are these? These are bed sheets. Bed sheets, kind of 85 cents. We got a bunch of these, man. Pre-coated bed sheet projection screens. Yeah, that'd be funny. Okay, we got $9.99. That's a little too expensive. Well, maybe we can go cheaper than that. Cheaper than that. That's what we're looking for right now. We're looking for some bed sheets to coat over because we need some stuff to have some fun with. I'm going to definitely have fun with this. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, the spray can, we're going to have a ball with this. $9.99 versus a $5,000 projection screen. So this is white. We get a full. How much is a king? If I want to do a king, how much is a king going to cost me? $12 for a king? Oh, heck yes. So, okay, we got the twins come in at $9. We got a full size comes in at $9. Yeah, it's also cheap. That's cheap for a Surface right there, tell you the truth. That's real cheap for a Surface. Queen. But we want them in all white. We don't want them in black. If we make it in black, there's no point because it just defeats the whole purpose of the demonstration. That just makes it too easy. We make it out of white. We have to convert this white Surface right here into jet black technology. So it has to be that color right there when we get done with it. And then we have to be to use it to take out a $5,000 projection screen. Tell me the excitement behind that one. That's what I'm talking about. Giddier than a new girl. Giddier than a schoolgirl with a new dress. And that's a whole lot of giddy. I love having fun with this, man. That's what I said. I can't stand how these guys at the end of the day are so scared of everything. I love this. But the King is $12. That's a good size screen. King's a good size screen. Man, that's easy. So now, with this technology, you will be converting bed sheets into OLED-like projection screens that can take out a $5,000 screen. You know how exciting that is for the customer? How exciting that is? And it's gonna be grand. Oh, you know what? We can do some different colors too while we're at it. Let's knock out some different colors. Let's get some purple and some red. Just paint over anything we want because we don't care. We just do this. Be done with it. I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at to get. Let me go mark this because I'm coming back to this. Get out of it. Get out of it. We're not in there. Come on, right there. We're gonna mark this page and come back. I want cheaper than that. If I go to Walmart, I can get one for $4. I'm trying to get something for $4, $7. I want something really, really cheap. And we're gonna use. I'm gonna get the whatchamacallit lamp back in my projector. Because my projector ultra short though is $60. $60 projector, $12 bed sheet, and the technology. And we're gonna build a projection screen setup that's gonna be far cheaper than spending $5 for a projection screen and another $4,000 or $3,000 for your projector or whatever you're gonna pay for it in the day. That's what I do. We don't need all that. I'm asking too much questions. You want email? No, we're good. All right, let me see. We want to go with what is it? Wait, battery? Is it battery? Battery charge? Battery charge paint compressor. Did I say that right? There we go. The Holy Grail, people. The Holy Grail of paint sprayers. The next stage. Completely. No cords. Nothing. I'm going to get a holster for this bad boy. So a buddy of mine, he does customized skins. I want customized skins for mine. And I want this light at the bottom. I want a black light at the bottom for this. I'm going to hook this up. I want my own personal. When I go on basically on, look at this. But what brand is this? I'm going to buy a couple of these. I'm going to test out different ones. I usually use Wagner. That's my favorite to go to. But it's completely cordless. We're going to be all over the place with this bad boy. All over the place. The stain sprayers are the best. This one got the what? Yeah, this is the stain sprayer. See right here? It's got the nozzle. So the nozzle just adjusts from left to right. Is it wide or thin? This is the best one to get. You don't need nothing with a whole bunch of dials all over. You don't need all that stuff. It's unnecessary. Get something cheap. Let me see. Cordless paint sprayer. $50. That's wait, that's $50 without the battery. Yeah, because you have to be careful. I bought one and it was like $50 and I bought it and I found it didn't have a battery attached to it. These don't have batteries. With the battery. We need one with the battery. Not paying that much money. Oh crap, that's the same freaking battery pack that I use for my my saw and my drill. Really? Huh. And the batteries are cheap too. For this unit right here. It's like $42. Oh, it's got the battery and charger. Are you freaking kidding me? I use these tools all the time. All the time I use these tools. I got a saw and I got a couple of a power drill. And it's actually, I love them. Well, wait a minute. Let me see. $42. $42. This is battery charger. Hand sprayer. I got to test this out. We might buy about this price right here. It ain't bad. But with my wholesale license, reach out to the company. I've tested their products. I've used their products before. I like their company. Delivery's fast. I'm looking at delivery time is really fast. If all goes well, we might add these in for free. Give you the paint sprayers for free. Then that way you don't have to worry about, worrying about buying your paint sprayer. We did this before. We gave away free paint sprayers. But this comes with, okay, so battery and charger to make sure, because last time I went on these, I didn't get a battery with it. I was kind of like, oh. Then I found out my saw takes the same battery as my charger. Yeah, it's showing the battery that's come with it. So I'm going to buy one of these and play around with it. See how well it works. If it works well, I'll get a chance to beat the crap out of it for about a month or so. Not a month, probably about a month or so. I'm going to beat the crap out of the thing. See exactly how well it works, how well it charges, how long it keeps the charge, all that stuff. Then we'll basically add them in for free. Now, see this one right here? See the ones right here? I can't see it right there. Okay. I'll hit it. We can see it. See, when I have that clear bottom at the bottom like that, that means it doesn't come with the battery. Battery is not included when it's like this. There's no battery with it. See, right there it says no battery. So when it comes up clear, that means there's no battery with it. That one comes with the battery. Yes, sirree. Comes with the battery. We're going to basically save that one because I'm going to test that out myself. No, we don't need email dropper. No, thank you. I'm good. Oh, man. Who got this baby? Mm. There are people that put false reviews and saying, "Oh, don't buy." So I bought the Wagner 150, and a lot of people said it didn't work well. And that thing worked fantastic. I got one behind me right now. I use it and it worked fantastic. So I had no problem with it whatsoever. Some people do not know what they're doing with these when they get something. But I bought a few things from out of here that basically they said were crap and worked out quite well. But I'm gonna test it out myself. I'm gonna test it versus my Wagner on the floor. I got a Wagner with the cord and a Wagner corded, so I'm gonna get a chance to test it out. But I use their power tools all the time. I got their power tools here, and they work out just fine. I love them. That means I got an extra battery, because the same battery, here's my same battery for the other one. All right, I like this. I do. I'm gonna go check this out. What's the nozzle look like? That nozzle. Oh, okay. All right, that's hot. I'll take that. That's real nice. I like that. Easy to use. Yeah. I know, because I got your tools. I have their tools already. That's how I know, because I buy their tools. So that's how I know. I buy their tools. All right, people. Let me hang around my cables and cords real quick. Hope we had a great time. I know sometimes demonstrations are never going to change. I know some people want me to come on here, they want me to be all technical, and they just want me to be, I don't know. Some people, you're not professional. I don't care at the end of the day. Look, as long as I got a product that can kick butt at the end of the day, that's all that matters. I can come in here dressed in a clown suit. Doesn't make a difference. I come here dressed like Batman. It don't make a difference. As long as my stuff can back it up, but I can kick butt with it, who cares? You know what I mean? I like to have fun when I come on here and talk. At the end of the day, sometimes some videos get boring. I got to watch those videos all day long, as it is to do research, and it's boring to watch those videos. So for once, I like to have somebody come out and just do something crazy, have some fun, talk about something else. So am I serious about my products? Yeah. If I didn't, I wouldn't have all these demonstrations. I wouldn't be challenging people to send me house paint for a freaking year to test against my products. If that was the case, if I could back my stuff up, which I'm expecting my stuff, by the way. Like, really, I want my stuff. Get my black paint over here. Get my black paint over here. Is that ever going to happen? No, it's not going to happen. I just might as well be speaking into this cup. I want my black paint now. Because I'm never going to get it because they can't back it up. We already went through that with Jamie already. Moving on! And gentlemen, you can't be bitter and you can't be upset about it. Jamie, I saw your page. Wow, your page is pretty hateful, man. You gotta leave hate me that much? You got all this stuff about this, that, and the other, showing pictures of the backyard I'm working in. You're pretty hateful, aren't you? You gonna hate on this new stuff? I bet you $100 he hates on all our stuff. He's already tried to say he had the other product, which we know he doesn't have. But he hates on everything that we make. You gonna hate on the new stuff? Are you gonna hate on it? Are you gonna hate on this one too? Gee whiz Louise, my goodness. Jamie, you have no canceled orders on me. Not a thing, at all, period, not a thing. We have all your canceled orders. Unfortunately, we do. And we're lucky to get some of your products in here before you started canceling orders because you realized your stuff didn't work. Well, that's a lot of hatred at the end of the day. You're that mad at the end of the day? You're that bitter? You're that bitter. You're going to be bitter about the Imperial technology or gunmetal technology or the 7s, he was bitter about that. He's bitter about the 12s. He's bitter about the 8s. He's bitter about the 17s. He's bitter about everything. Gee whiz Louise. If you can't even say my product correctly, can you? It's bad enough you tried to make a duplicate copy of the name of my product and you spell the name of the sports car and not the Roman, you're spelling it up alpha, not, you didn't spell it correctly, but man. Copy my specification page and put it on your page, and man, gee, you're bitter. You're very bitter. Oh well, just have my black paint. Infinity 7, hopefully we'll start working on that soon because I want to do some spray-on applications on that. And have my black paint ready. I don't care what you choose at the end of the day. You're right around the corner from a Home Depot. Go pick me up some black paint while you're around there. And every time you go past the black paint aisle, remember, go pick up my paint for me. That's all you need to do is buy my paint. Thank you. Rogers, you too. Don't forget. Black paint. Thank you. I'm looking for it. If I can't get it, then I'll buy it myself because you guys can't back it up. Gee, but can't even get black paint. My goodness, got to go through all this. I got to ask the other guy for black paint. Let's see. Birdie, birdie, about the wings. Okay, put my music back on. Ugh. My neighbor watches my videos. He be in the crying, cracking up to me. Yeah, he be putting them guys on blast. Why you be doing that to them? I said, because they be asking for it. Like, no one tells you at the end of the day to hate on me that hard. You're going to hate on me that hard, I'm going to embarrass you badly, very badly. So, I mean, they put themselves in that situation. Don't make statements you can't back up. This is going to cost you at the end of the day. He said, man, them guys going to lose their shirt in court. Yeah, you're going to lose your shirt in court. You're going to lose everything in court. You're going to get jacked up. When they're in there crying, laughing about it, man, guy's going to lose everything in court. Yeah, you're going to lose everything in court. Everything. Everything. So now it's going to jump. That lawsuit's going to jump by a lot. The next one I got to file, because when we file a lawsuit, we file for how much we want in the lawsuit. The new one's coming up. I'm going to file for much, much higher than that. What we asked for. If you basically fail to send me my black paint for everything that I developed, what I asked for. What I got to sue you to get? I think it's federal court. I have to sue you for that one. To get a $12 million claim against you. Yeah, I do. Yeah. What do we got going on over here? What do we got going on over here? Over here. 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 Oh man, the fact that you sent me the email telling me not to send you the paint because you moved at the end of the day, I'm gonna send it there anyway. You know why? Because if you're not there, it'll just come back. That's all. Right, you're there. I know it. Mind you, when you make a statement like that, you do know that you can't make any videos anymore because if you're making videos and you claim that you moved someplace else, you would be at the new address. You know, like every time I move and I said I'm moving and I show up at a new address where I'm showing up the product off, yeah. But this time around, I didn't do it this time when I moved to the other place because I work here in the other place I live. And the reason why I didn't, because we got stalkers. See, I can prove that because we got charges against Fernando for basically stalking me. So it'd be stupid for me to go into court and saying, yeah, this guy's potentially stalking my company, stalking me. And yeah, I did demonstrations out of my house, but I didn't think this guy was going to be that weird at the end of the day. Mr. Burge, you moved to another place. Yes, I have moved to another place, and we don't post that address online. We have another workplaces we only post only due to the fact of this particular stalker. There you go. That's why when you're sending me emails asking me where my address is at, I forward that to my attorneys. So when I go to court, that's why I moved and got myself the house. Got myself the house because, again, shorter distance, and I get around in my own neighborhood and people I know. Then it's back, we go back and forth. But when I go to court, I can sit there and tell the judge at the end of the day the reason why I did move and we got another place. We don't post our address like we used to be able to do. Is because we can't do it anymore due to the fact that we have a stalker. That's why, Jamie, you don't know my address, and that's why nobody else will ever know my address, because you're a stalker. You're creepy. Place I'm working at right here, where I do my demonstrations at from time to time, you're stalking that. I saw that. You saw pictures of the backyard I'm working at. You're creepy, man. You're a very creepy dude. You see me sitting there taking pictures of your back? No, no. We got from what the process server gave us. Process server came to your house and they took pictures of everything and sent it back to us to show that they were basically at your address because they have to have proof of it. You're creepy. Very creepy. I think you got a little attraction to me. I'm pretty sure on that. That's what the officer was laughing about. You sure this guy ain't attracted to? I said, I have no idea. It's weird. Calling me. I got messages on your account. You calling me, your girl, my girl. I already got him on there. Creepy dude. Would not trust that guy with my shipping information, address, or anything at the end of the day. Oh, look at that. Taco, your eye. I spy with my little eye. I like that. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love that. All right, we're out of here. I'm going to pop some popcorn. I'm going to get myself an antique popcorn machine from my theater room. Because the other one, I gave it away. I gave it away to charity. I actually gave it to them. I let them have it. I'm going to pick them up another one. But this time I'm getting the all black one. Because I had the red one already, but I definitely want the all black one. I saw the blue one. I was like, that doesn't really speak to me. I definitely want that all black one. Maybe a popcorn machine. Shame I can't show you what the inside looks like in my new place. But we got stalkers. We got people that are very, very creepy. Mind you, Jamie, my LLC is not linked to any of my places that I worked at. Not even homes that I rented, nothing. My LLC is actually attached to my website. That means that you went on and stalked and figured out where I lived at and posted as I was running a business there. That's what you did. My LLC is not connected to that. My business is not linked to anything at all. It's linked to my website. So that means you had to track down my whereabouts, figure out what was that, take pictures from the inside of my apartment, take pictures of me inside of my apartment, even took pictures of where my cat sat at. That is called stalking. Take with my pictures, cut the heads off or cut the body off and make little weird puppet characters out of them. It's called stalking. I'm thinking about getting you a 302. I am. We got enough charges on you to ask the judge for psychiatric evaluation because it shows signs that you have some problems at the end of the day. I'm going to see if I can talk to somebody, but basically see how I can file and get you into a 302, some kind of psychiatric help. It'll cut down on your jail time, I'll tell you that much right there, but you're still going to spend time in that place at the end of the day. I think you have some problems. When you really say it out loud, it's creepy as I don't know what. This guy was literally tracking down places where I was living at and sending me back messages, weird stuff to I know where you live at, stuff like that. And then basically showing the inside of my places where I was at before and after I moved there. Even showing pictures where my cat was sitting at in the window and taking pictures of me inside of my place. Taking my head off my body and sticking it in little weird puppet poses. Creepy stuff. That's creepy. Even the officer who was looking at the picture, he was scanning if this guy is sick and has problems. I'm going to get you a 302. What is needed to get a court order for psychiatric evaluation at 302? Oh, that's easy. That's definitely easy. That's easy to get you a 302. Easy. I'm gonna file. Yeah, you're creepy, dude. I got stalking charges filed against Fernando. He's creepy. I'm gonna ask for the judge to get you a 302 because you got problems. We want a psychiatric evaluation on you because you got problems. That's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. All right, you say it out loud like that, it's really creepy. And when I was talking to my neighbors about that, I was like, yeah, that guy right there, they got your information, by the way. I said, yeah, that guy right there, yeah, he's really, really creepy. He does some real creepy stuff. And I was showing the pictures and stuff, all the stuff that you would send up, emails and stuff. They was like, that guy is creepy. Yeah, everybody thinks you're creepy, Jamie. I'm going to talk to a judge and see if they can basically give you some kind of while you're incarcerated, they give you a psychiatric evaluation test because there's something wrong with you. Even I can show this judge when you went to these like endless rants when your site, you kept saying the same thing over and over again and again, and you were capping your letters and you were cursing and carrying on and going through these awful rants. You're out of control. There's something wrong with you. You need to be on some medication, some Haldol, codeine, something. You need to be on Thorazine. You need to be on something. Because that behavior is just downright weird. Ugh, creepy. Who knows? You know what's creepy about it? If he's taking images of me like that, who knows about the other creepy stuff that he may have on his files that we don't know about? It's creepy. Ugh. Person must pose a clear and present danger to himself or others. Oh, that won't be hard to do. Let's see, based upon statements and behavior, appearances in the past 30 days, there are two parts to the 302 evaluation and administration.
any person, including police,
There we go.
and doctor. So basically, from our police report, basically we can show that you were stalking me and basically posting my address and basically taking weird pictures of me in and out of the apartment. Well, actually in the apartment. I was doing YouTube videos. That's where you were stalking me at. So we can show that because we do have criminal charges against you for cyber stalking, harassment, and everything else. So yeah, we can request a 302. Let's see. Getting a lawyer to request a 302. Any person, including police and doctor, can petition or request an involuntary physical evaluation for other persons.
Yeah, we can get it. All right, I'm done. I had fun here. I'm gonna go look into this. I am going to Monday talk to my lawyer about requesting the judge, because we have several charges on her for cyber stalking. Of course, and the weird stuff we received from this guy, emails, strange stuff he was asking me, stuff like that, requesting where my address was at, posting weird stuff about us. So I'm going to ask my lawyer that we can request a 302. And this is going to be mandatory. This is by a judge, because usually you have two different versions of this. There's one that basically, if some family member thinks at the end of the day you might be a harm to yourself or harm to other people, they can get that. Or you can basically mandatory sign yourself in. That way you can leave if you want to. But if you get one by a judge, by court order, you're not going anywhere at all. And they're going to stick you on medication. All right, so far, I had fun with this. I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of these stuff and go over and send it over to the forum site. And, yeah, I'm going to wait for my new technology. We get ready to start working on that and start blasting our bed sheets. So we can get ready for those demonstrations, too, because I want to have some fun with this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get myself, I might do a bed sheet. I'm going to do a bed sheet projection screen for my neighbor. I'm going to hook him up. He's been hooking me up. Every time I got packages that come in, he'll send me pictures back to my phone and say, hey, I got your packages. Real nice guy. I got hooked up this time. Last time I usually get neighbors at the end of the day, usually drive me nuts. This guy's actually pretty cool. I like him. All right, people. Y'all have a good one out there. I had fun. This has been a crazy demonstration as always. They're always going to be crazy like this. Every single one of my demonstrations are going to be nuts like this. They're always nuts like this. That's the only way I do them. I back it up, I get it done, and I put the challenges out there, and I crush the rest. That's what we do. Gotta go. Gentlemen, black paint.